Hello. I almost said a happy Wednesday. I'm a day ahead. I'm tired. So who knows where we're going to end up. Hopefully, I won't fall asleep. I shouldn't fall asleep on you guys, but in case I do, just phone a friend. It'll be okay. I'm just joking. I will end it before I fall asleep on live. But I hope you guys are all having a great Tuesday so far. We're going to get back into it. We're going to get back into what I like to talk about, and that is the creators who think it is their right to go after parents of missing children. Things kind of have been chaotic because one creator in particular, allegedly with BJ, has replaced the victim in the story she was telling, which is why initially she even was covered by many of us, not all of us. Some people just started covering her because of the bullshit she was spewing about other creators. But the reason I started covering her, just like anybody else I cover, is because of the bullshit, lies, misinformation, and crap that they do in these ongoing active cases. Nothing different. Same thing. Laws have to change. Victims deserve better. We can say it until we're blue in the face. Instead of saying it, I just show it. And slowly but surely, I guess people are kind of waking up to realize what's happening out here. So we'll see what happens. We will see. But let's get going. We got a few up on the lineup. Just so you guys know, there will be a test at the end of this one. At the end of this broadcast, there will be a test. So be ready for a pop quiz. I guess it's not really a pop quiz if I tell you ahead of time, huh? All right. You're in the mood for some receipts? Oh, goodness. I tell you what, if you guys would only, well, that's a great way to open this, actually. Let me say hello really quick. Hey, Pika. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Steph. Miss Britt, Amy, Hazel Eyes, Catherine, Hetty, Pointer Lover, Music City Mom, Be Nice, Try It, Marcy, Janice in Accounting, Sammy, Bodie McBoatface, Hey, Shop. Oh, I'm sure she's getting so big by now. Oh, I bet you just are loving mom life. You are such, I just know, like, just knowing what I know, you're just one of those exceptional, like, mamas. I definitely was not. When I had Kenzie, I was like, what is she doing? Why is she doing this? I was also 19. But I figured it out, and she's still here. And I still say the same thing. What the fuck? What are you doing? What do you want? Hey, Love Louie. Hey, Teresa. Hey, sis. Lisa. Rose of Sharon. Ree. Chico. Right? I know. Chico already knows what the quiz is. You guys, if you haven't seen Chico's updates on her TNRs that she's been caring for her and her neighbors, Please go check them out. It's just those types of stories to me, that's the melting my heart. The little animal. If we all just could, take in a couple or help with the couple, the world would be a better place. Let me read some. Hey, Stitching. Hey, Shell. Hey, D-Lan. Revival. Isn't it freaking hysterical to go back and listen to those, though? The old videos. And tell me why my live stream today says it's from 3 weeks ago. Like my live stream from this morning, my members only, says it's from 3 weeks ago. How did that fucking happen? I don't know what happened there, but we're just rolling with it. Janice in accounting. Hey, Hershey. I figured there was a reason why she deleted that one. Pretty in Pink, Tonka Girl, Tally Girl, Electro, OG Fish, Proud Mimi. Oof, it's hot here. It's hotter than hell. Hey, Amber. Hey, Tennessee Gal. Beer Can Island. Shelly M. TNR, Trap, Neuter, and Release. TNR stands for Trap, Neuter, and Release. Hershey, I love that. Hey, Texas, Tiff. Texas, Tiff. Can you add a third option? Nope, you guys have to pick one. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that she's 10 months old already. I'm sure you do love being a mom. OG Shorty, Red Sky. Hey, Lurker. Hey, Penguin Mama. Nothing to feel tardy about. We haven't gotten going. Hey, OG Shorty. Marcy. Oh, no. No. Oh, insurance denying meds is such a pain in the ass. Trust and believe. I understand that. And a wrecked car, that sucks too. Hey, Annie. Hey, Mercedes girl. Hopeless Dreamer. Hey, Care Bear. TNR is a wonderful thing. There's 4 options, you guys. You get BJ, Betty, Lolly, or Smiley. You got 4 options. What are you guys thinking here? I gave you multiple choices. Hey, Cinda. Hey, Amber. Kathy514. Hey, Chris. All right. You'd pick Betty, Rhonda? Rhonda's being brave. Nope. Can't pick me. If I'm telling you right now, you don't want me as a bunkie because I'm going to be a crybaby bitch. I am not cut for jail. I'm just not. My body hurts. Nope. I would become a hermit troll. Hey, K Brace. Laura, none. That's not an option. Mama of a Swiftie. I don't do well with choices. Hey to Jennifer. A lot. You guys are picking BHB. Hey, Feisty Nana. Feisty Nana. I had time. My girls are, they're doing their thing. They got overstimulated today, so they wanted a few hours downtime. So I'm acknowledging their request to leave them alone for a while in silence so they can process all of today, and then we'll get ready for tomorrow again tonight. So I was like, well, I don't have anything to do. I cleared my schedule. So here I am. You'd rather pick anesthesia? I mean, I would too. Any day. Oh no, Tennessee Gal, another one. Oh, gosh. Shit's crazy. Hey, Victoria. You'd pick Lolly and Smiley? Care Bear. Oh my God, you guys are funny. Cranky. Toe Beans. Hello. They don't want to make a choice. I know. I don't want to pick one of these. I'll go in solitary confinement. Hopeless Dreamer. Who do you want for a bunkie? A celly. Going to county. We're going to county. You get Lolly, Smiley, Betty, or BJ. Which one? But you can wait until the end of this one. You can wait till the end, and then you can tell me too. Your deep-seated anger would come out with Smiley. I would probably just laugh nonstop at BJ. I would follow BHB around with my own bullhorn and just nod to Lolly. No, everybody's like solitary. Hey, just Misu. Oh, Chico, you've been doing great, though. You've been doing great. Red Sky. Don't say that. You would get in a fight to go to solitary confinement? Oh, my God. You guys are as bad as me. Hold on, I got a cough. I just choked on my Diet Coke reading your guys' comments. You guys are too much. You guys are like, nope, no, not happening. Nope, no. I'm gonna call my sister and ask her which would be the better selection. She's a pro at this. And I can say that because it's good now. But she spent lots of time in county and state. So she can tell us which the best option would be for a Sally or a Bunkie. She would give us great advice. I take my sister because I tell you what, that bitch can fight. That's who I would take. Oh, no. Well, beer can, that's where we're headed. We're headed into BHB. BHB wants some attention. We're just going to kind of do, this one won't be super long. I say that, and then you know how it goes where stuff just starts getting added in. But one thing I want to mention right off the bat is BJ has been like saying it, and other people are like, oh my God, they're so obsessed with BJ. They've been downloading her streams. Becky is so fucking obsessed with BJ. You guys are fucking idiots, first of all, especially those that know me that are talking shit. You're idiots. You know that when somebody does stupid shit, like threatens stupid shit early on in me covering them, or sends fucking letters 2 weeks into me covering them, or starts yanking streams, or blaming me for inciting CPS calls 16 months ago, or blaming me for their mental illness, or any of that shit, I'm going to save the shit. Okay? Call it obsessive. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. But understand that I am fucking prepared. So now her little legal shenanigans, whatever that it is that's coming for whoever it's coming for, I will gladly make sure that they have available all of the live streams that I have. And let me just say, it's over 200, way over 200. And that's just downloads and ones I have access to. I haven't even dabbled in my screen recordings yet, which is where the real fun shit comes from, because most of the screen recordings are like the deleted, yanked ones that she really got rid of. So you can call me obsessive. You can call me a fucking stalker. I will say I'm prepared. I challenge any of you to continue to run your fucking mouth. Because some of you that think you get ignored, you get documented too, because you shady bitches, no bueno. No go. No, not going to happen. All right, let's roll. I just love when people say stupid.
Remember, as I went on a tangent on a conversation, me and you, Kimberly, it's nice to see.
Right off the bat, screaming at you. Welcome to Bullhorn Betty.
See you. Good morning. Good morning, Cheyenne. It's nice to see you. I was watching Seth, and there was a police chase. Priority if Seth had new news.
Shell, the funny thing is I found a stream while I was like uploading into my stuff. I found a stream of Ben George on panel with BJ from a year ago. It was entertaining.
I wouldn't have left Sebastian is a top priority. He actually did have some information in there that I thought was pretty interesting. So, it's just listening to these things and taking nuggets. We're always waiting for little pieces, and sometimes we forget the pieces that we've been waiting for. Well, the good thing is I'm constantly listening. I'm constantly going back, we're back
Hey,
at
Dutch.
the very first interview. We've been stuck on the very first interview.
Oh, you guys, if you want a really good live stream to watch, go watch Duchess's last stream from last night. I missed a couple hours of it, so I had to replay or restart. Like when I got there, I rewound all the way to the first part because I can't start those discussions in the middle of them. So very good live stream though. Scott Spivey discussion, that case, the corruption that they've got going on down there, that case blows my fucking mind. The fact that they have the cops on camera, doing the things they do. They have the people on audio saying, like, it's just absolute fucking wild. It's disgusting. And Scott Spivey that case is just mind-blowing. So highly, highly suggest go watching that if you have time. Okay, here you go.
The end of last week,
we are back into content creators exploiting parents of a missing child and or aligning with parents of a missing child. Betty's going to be reviewing Seth's live stream, so be prepared if you haven't seen it. And she's going to be talking a lot of shit, which I'm going to inlay some stuff into.
I left the interview. I think we finally wrapped it up. I told you guys, going back to the beginning, it's going to take us a while to get caught back up. A lot of things that we've listened to and stuff like that at the beginning of the case has changed because we've learned information, and things that didn't make sense to us or statements that didn't make sense to us at the beginning now have more meaning. And so every time we watch it, we get something new out of it. And it's because we've learned more information over the year.
Or you mean like you just pull out more lies, especially about Duchess, and just make fucking shit up out of your ass that you'll never be able to make true, but it sounds good to you at the time?
Stephanie, it's nice to see you. Cinda, I think I said hi. It's me being me. Good morning, the real me too.
K-Braze 2 nights ago, he went live.
It's nice to see you. My beautiful pebbles up in the chat. Who is this? West End. West End, it's nice to see you. Busy mama. Hello, hello, hello. Ashley, good morning. YouTuber Teresa, it's nice to see you. VA, Chaos. I know Chaos. I haven't seen Chaos yet. Thank you, Kim.
Betty, you need some better glasses. You're squinting there, my friend. You're squinting.
Good morning.
We're speeding her up.
Morning, BHB. Thank you for all you do for the children. I pray for Sebastian. I pray Sebastian is found and justice comes swiftly.
Can anybody tell me what BHB has done for any children besides calling Sebastian defective numerous times, saying that some children need to be euthanized? What has Betty actually done for any children? Is she a foster parent? Has she adopted any kids? Does she volunteer with any children's programs? What has she done? Does she volunteer coach for any rec programs? Does she do anything? Can you tell me what Betty has done for children? Anybody? I would really like to know. I'd love an answer on that.
Amen. It's nice to see you. Who else do we have? I said hi to Ashley, VA. I think we got just about everybody. I think so. Connie. Oh, Karen, it's nice to see you. Good morning. Let's see what else we got here. Sadie, good morning. It's nice to see you from across the pond. Jessica, I watched Seth last night, felt so sorry for him. Then I scrolled a little to see 2 female YouTubes were watching his video making fun of it. What's wrong with people? It's because they're evil. How can anybody hurt an innocent well, first of all, let's look at it like this. How can anybody that purportedly is part of true crime injure?
None of you guys are true crime. Can we stop with the fucking bullshit? I'm so sick of hearing people even talk about true crime. None of the people that we discuss are true crime channels. Not a single person that over in this little sector overlapping bullshit that we talk about, none of these people are true crime. They're true crime. They're exploitation channels. They are, we're going to kick people at their worst moment, going through their worst time with a missing child or a horrific tragedy. That's not true crime. It will never be true crime. I'm so sick of that title being thrown around or even used.
Or hurt the father of a missing child, the innocent father. Law enforcement ain't looking at Seth, okay? They can blow as much smoke up your ass as they want to, but they ain't looking at Seth. Okay?
We have no idea who law enforcement is factually looking at, truly, outside of you.
Okay? Their searches haven't been around Seth. Their focus has not been anywhere in Clarksville. None. Nowhere in Clarksville. So the focus of their investigation is Chris and Katie Proudfoot, period. Or their clan. That's it.
There's been no proof of that either. Absolutely none. In fact, the only thing we know is that parents have been cooperative and their stories have been vetted. Nothing has changed.
So they can make fun of Seth, but if they cannot sit here and say that they're true crime and injure an innocent father searching for his son while the people that they're protecting are sitting in silence and have been since this child disappeared. They don't get to do that. They don't get to do that. You know what that is? It's slimy. I'd spit in their face. I'd spit in their direction. Let's be honest. Wouldn't spit in their face. Not unless they did something really pissy to me. Who knows? I might
wouldn't be the first person you spit at, would it? You attempted to spit at somebody in Idaho. Does everybody remember that when she attempted to spit on somebody in Idaho? Spitting on someone can be considered assault, actually.
Take the ride. I don't know. This day and age, I'm becoming the cranky old middle-aged woman, okay? I'm going to change my name to Karen, and I'm going to be perfectly fine. Yep. Karen, move out the way. Move out the way. I'm coming in. Coming in. Crystal Pistol, Narita, it's nice to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Lisa B. Always. Mama Dukes, it's nice to see you, love. Football Mom, good morning. Jamie, Samantha. Panda Bear's mom, good morning. Mama Todd, it's nice to see you. Cheryl, Samantha. Michelle, Tony, it's nice to see you. Who else do we have? SRK, good morning. Good morning. Did I miss somebody? I think I said hi to you, Michelle. If I didn't, good morning. I think we got just about everybody. I'm going to keep Patty, good morning. Designed by 2E, it's nice to see you from Australia. Good morning, good morning. Dawn, Patty Lee, Donna. All right, so we had a few late people coming in. I'm just joking. Betty, it's nice to see you, groovy gal. Oh, good gracious. Cindy, it's nice to see you. I think we got everybody. If I missed you, Outer Banks is even here. Look at this. Look at this. She's strolling in. She's not late. She's not late. She's not late. Let's give her an applause. Phoenix Moon, it's nice to see you. If I missed you guys, it is so great to see you. Thank you. As many of you guys know, we'll be opening up the phone lines. We have a goal. Looks like we've already got 4 out of the 10 goals needed. So we're going to keep rolling through this. Many of you guys know I have.
She's already got 4 out of the 10 goals. Again, they're telling you what they are. She's got a goal set. This whole setting a goal, everybody needing to be reminded to set their goal. Thank you guys for not doing that over here because that will never happen.
Covered the case of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers since the middle to end of March regularly. Just recently, over the last, I would say 2 or 3, about the last quarter, we've kind of, taken a rest from the case. And it was nothing more. I'll be honest with you. The reason why I didn't take a rest a little sooner, because sometimes you just need to rest and regroup and get back out there, is because they were forcing me. And I'd be damned, right? I'd be damned. I was going to make sure that they knew I was not going to stop because of any kind of intimidation or threat of my freedom. Because I have a right to speak. I have a right to my opinion. I wanted to make sure that Sumner County, the idiots running Sumner County.
How's those appeals going, Betty?
The lawless police that don't mind fabricating affidavits.
She's still facing appeals. Just so everybody is aware, she's still in an appeals process and she still has 4 restraining orders on her. So she's pretty ballsy, per usual.
And the judges that co-signed the bullshit, I wanted to make sure that they knew who the fuck they were dealing with.
Oh, are we threatening judges again?
Bullhorn Betty, you will not intimidate me in any county that I go to.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I follow the law. Stay the fuck out of my way.
Oh, really? Do you? When?
That's how I roll. Excuse my language. I promised you guys I would not cuss this week. Well, I broke that promise. So we're going to regroup.
Oh.
But that's why I didn't leave the case sooner. Okay? I would have taken a break had this whole orchestration that they did in Sumner County didn't take place. But I wanted to make sure that they knew They weren't the reason that I needed the break. So I waited until I was going to roll every single day, several times a day with videos about him just to let them know. But when the county themselves, the public stepped into play and said, you guys are wrong. We're failing to indict this lady. You're railroading her. No true bill. We ain't playing this with you guys.
There was nothing said about railroading anyone. Actually, nothing of the sort.
Guys, that's when I decided to take a breather. But not before that moment. Not before that moment. They would have never had me back off. We were still here, and I was still facing jeopardy of going to jail. I would still be running daily videos about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Why? Because I can. It's my right to do. I have opinions, and I will state them.
Because it clearly has nothing to do with Sebastian. It was all Betty's selfish, self-serving need, because you're not going to tell Betty what she can and can't do. Again, tell us more about how it's for the children. I'll wait.
What is so sad is Seth is still here. Whether I need a break or not, he's still here dealing with this. He's still here searching for his son.
In my honest opinion, Shop, they've been amping up for a few weeks. Seth coming out and speaking was kind of just the catalyst. He has been trying to get other creators to talk and stir shit and attack Chris and Katie, and only a few of the Green Team members have really been taking that on. But he wasn't getting enough attention, in my opinion, so they amplified it by him coming out and doing what he did the other night. That's all. It's nothing new, but they had been trying to amp things up for quite some time. Just a lot of people were not biting at all, and he has been pushing a lot, especially over the summer break, because Chris, it's summer visitation, and that really, really pisses him off. So this whole Seth debacle, parade, whatever you want to call it, is not shocking, because he wants people to attack and go after them, especially during the time that he is having visitation.
He's still here dealing with the likes of the shit that Katie and Chris brought to his front door. He's still dealing with those felons. And all
who's felons? Because Chris and Katie, neither one have been charged with a single thing, and neither one of them have felony records. So who are you talking about? Your buddy Nick? Your buddy Dog? Those are the felons.
the chaos they bring, even though they're people.
And they are Seth's team. Nobody else's. Don't get it twisted.
Went in hiding. It's not Seth's smartwatch that's showing elevation at the time that there's lights running through their freaking side yard. It's Katie's smartwatch that has the elevated heart rate.
Oh, now her watch had an elevated heart rate. Yeah, where's the proof of that? Where's the proof? Oh, we'll get there to show you what they've been up to.
So, come on, hate channels. What do you have for me now? And why? Hate
Oh, are you feeling left out because people aren't talking about you, Betty?
channels, the ones that wanted to be all up in Seth's chat last night being disrespectful, right? Where's your explanation for that? Where's your explanation for why Katie never even got off her fat, slimy, disgusting behind to look for her son?
Where's the proof that she didn't? Where's the proof that Seth ever did? Let's not do this again, Betty, because you've never been able to prove that Seth was out there searching, and you've never been able to disprove that Katie was out there searching. So
why she thought motorcycle shopping was more important than her son? Why was a motorcycle rally more important than her son?
things that never happened. Again, that's part of her lie that she includes Duchess in, is that Chris and Katie went to a motorcycle rally. That's not true. That will never be true, but she continues to lie. And they have the one picture of them in the motorcycle shop with a flyer, wearing the t-shirts. Again, they already own a bike.
Why was going over to Memphis and Mississippi more important than her son?
Her partner was working there, as you know, because you went to his job site and tried to cause shit.
Why has she been the world national USA traveler since her son disappeared, including a trip to Florida?
Oh my God. Parents of missing children, you are not allowed, according to Betty, to try and live some sort of a normalcy. You are not allowed to engage with your other children. You are not allowed to try and act as if there's some sort of light at the end of the tunnel. You're not allowed to do that. Betty and those guys are watching. How dare you attempt to live any sort of normalcy?
With faith, so they could have a magical experience. When has Katie ever done that for Sebastian? I bet you'd be surprised when I tell you the only person that's ever taken Sebastian to a park was his father. But his mother, when she has a normal child, doesn't mind doing those things. When she has a normal child with her, she goes to church. When she has a normal child with her, she incorporates that child into plans. But when she has one that has autism or chromosome deletion syndrome, or her DNA flowing through the child's blood,
come say hi,
then she wants nothing to do with that child, don't you know? She wants to make sure that the normal child comes home. Because remember, she sacrificed her.
So once again, Betty is using the term normal as a slight to Sebastian, the missing child.
Okay child, right? The one that she believes is defective, not Bullhorn Betty. I think this child behind me is perfect. And I think this child was created in the image of our Lord. So when people try to sit here and say that I thought this child was defective, no, that's how I feel his mother felt about him. And you know what? I think the way she treated him supports that opinion. But Seth kind of breaks his silence. He kind of unleashes on everybody, right? He's in his chat and he's just talking about everything he's gone through, right? And it's in a different perspective than the way Chris and Katie talk about it. Because
so it's poor Seth, horrible Chris and Katie. I mean, nothing's changed in a year.
Chris and Katie talk about themselves and how horrible they're being treated. This man was being...
If I sound very monotone, it's because I am very like bleh on this situation. These people disgust me with every single thing inside of me. I don't really want to cover anything to do with Seth again or the Seth show, but he is a huge factor in the misinformation and the targeted attacks against his missing son's stepfather and biologic mother. And I hate using the term stepfather, but because that's how they try to classify shit out here.
Disrespected in his chat. He's like, I don't give a shit. This is about my child. I'll go through a meat grinder. I will give my life for my child. I know Chris and Katie would never do anything like that because...
well, as selfish as you are, if you had a child, I would say that that's unlikely.
They're a bunch of moo-moos that have no heart. They're black inside. And I don't even know why Chris is so racist, because he's probably blacker than any of my friends.
Come again? What the fuck was just said there? Can anybody help me understand this? What is this about? Chris is... Okay, I got to listen to that again. What? But
Seth kind of breaks his silence. He kind of unleashes on everybody, right? He's in his chat and he's just talking about everything he's gone through, right? And it's in a different perspective than the way Chris and Katie talk about it, because Chris and Katie talk about themselves and how horrible they're being treated. This man was being disrespected in his chat. And he's like, I don't give a shit. This is about my child. I'll go through a meat grinder. I will give my life for my child. I know Chris and Katie would never do anything like that because they're a bunch of moo-moos that have no heart. They're black inside. And I don't even know why Chris is so racist, because he's probably blacker than any of my friends, any of my family. And so if he's worried about the color of people's skins, old racist Chris, then, you know, he should look at his soul. He probably wouldn't be so racist.
What the fuck is this? Like, yeah, Hank and Bella are already upset. They're saying, fuck these people. Well, by the way, you guys, Hank just talks. He's totally fine. He just talks. He talks a lot. He nudges everybody. He barks at the other animals constantly. He's completely fine. Somebody was worried about him talking and feeling like he doesn't get enough attention. Trust and believe the dog gets enough attention. Well, what the absolute fuck is this? What I gotta listen. I gotta listen to this one more time because I'm not processing this. Maybe it's not for me to process, but I am really fucking confused. Chris is white. He's a white guy. We all know that. And Betty talking about, yeah, let me hear this again because I gotta be hearing this wrong.
But I think the way she treated him supports that opinion. But Seth kind of breaks his silence. He kind of unleashes on everybody, right? He's in his chat and he's just talking about everything he's gone through, right? And it's in a different perspective than the way Chris and Katie talk about it, because Chris and Katie talk about themselves and how horrible they're being treated. This man was being disrespected in his chat, and he's like, I don't give a shit. This is about my child. I'll go through a meat grinder. I will give my life for my child. I know Chris and Katie would never do anything like that because they're a bunch of moo-moos that have no heart. They're black inside. And I don't even know why Chris is so racist, because he's probably blacker than any of my friends.
Chris is probably blacker than any of her friends. Chris is a white man. I don't know all of his makeup, ethnic makeup or what. What? Betty, you sit with Proud Boys. What the fuck are you talking about? Your friends are Proud Boys. You know, your white power sign that you like to throw up? What the fuck?
Of my family.
And your family? What are you talking about?
And so if he's worried about the color of people's skins, old racist Chris.
I'm sorry. I have never seen Chris say one thing about the color of people's skin. Maybe I missed something, but I have not seen Chris Proudfoot say one single thing in any capacity of the sort. Have you guys? I'm so fucking confused on this. Outer Banks, can you explain this? What is Betty trying to say? I know you watch her quite often. What is she saying here? And I'm genuinely asking if you're in here. You sometimes come over here. Can you explain to us what she's attempting to say here? Because I'm super fucking confused. And don't jump on Outer Banks if she does respond. I'm just really confused at what she's fucking even saying here because we have not seen anything racist from Chris to my knowledge.
Then, you know, he should look at his soul. He probably wouldn't be so racist. Just a thought.
He should probably look at his soul. This is like the 10th time I've listened to this, if I'm being honest, because I watched this previously. This is why I knew we were going to review it. But this right here, I cannot even get over. Like, I don't understand this line of thinking.
Just a thought. Because his heart, his innards, they're about black as this. They're about as black as this. I'm just saying. Katie too. Evil. So I'm curious as to why Katie.
I'm lost. I'm fucking lost. I'm so lost right now. I don't understand it, Shop. I'm seriously dumbfounded. Yeah, at first I thought she was talking about like he had a black soul, but that has nothing to do with her having, he's blacker than my friends or my family. Like, she's talking about skin color. First of all, he's a white guy. Like, none of that means any remote. Maybe I'm trying to make it make sense and it's never going to make sense. Let's just keep going because this is so fucked up. It gets worse too, by the way.
Katie's heart rate is elevated when she's supposed to be asleep in bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. Anybody have an idea why a woman's heart would be elevated? I have a funny feeling we're going to have a lot of steps with that elevated heart.
Again, law enforcement, if she had an Apple Watch on during her sleep, law enforcement will be able to know because everything goes to your cloud. So they would have been able to see that already. And if there was something significant like movement with her Apple Watch or anything of that nature or any watch, they would have already known that.
I think we're going to have a lot of steps with that elevated heart. I think we're going to find out that she ran a marathon. She ran a marathon in her sleep. What you bet?
Oh, there's nothing funny about this, Betty. Nothing funny about this. Yeah, they would have already known. Law enforcement would already know this information, though. Chaos, a new rumor with the green team. Janice, I know that they've been saying stuff about Nina because she is Indigenous. But again, I've never seen Chris say anything even remotely such. Like, I don't know. Like, this is just so much bullshit. You can't even make sense of it.
What you bet? I can't wait for this, but you know what? We don't have to worry about it because Chris and Katie already know they're up Schitt's Creek. So you know what they're doing? They're staying silent. Why? Because they've already ruined their case. As soon as those handcuffs go on, every game's over. All these videos, all this harassment. I mean, they're going to be able to throw some of it out of it because it's irrelevant. Even if they did do it, what does that mean? You know, so there's going to be a lot of stuff from these social media stuff that they talked about, went on and carried on and said that are going to be, they're going to be protected. They're going to be removed because they're irrelevant, prejudicial, and other things. But other stuff's going to be able to come in. Other stuff's going to be she hit her 10,000 for the day.
And we have absolutely zero indication that there's even any charges pending whatsoever.
Yeah, she probably did. So he kind of comes out and he kind of tells people, I think one of the biggest messages that he had.
I really hope the appellate court gets this little inflammatory, defamatory bullshit because she's going after judges. She's going after the parents that have 4 ROs on her. This is one that I definitely hope that the people in power actually see because Betty is forgetting that she is actually restrained by the court. Those judges she's talking shit on, she's restrained right now by them, and she thinks this is a fucking game.
He knows everybody's trying to help him and trying to set up these like petitions for his benefit and stuff like that, just trying to help do their part. And he understands that. But he wants you to promote the stuff he's doing because he's already got the petition to ask, to send this to the FBI. Why are we starting a new petition with new names when we've got XYZ thousand, names on this already on this petition? Why don't you just take these people and send them over to the...
Why do you need a petition for the FBI in the first place? Why do you need a petition? Period. Point blank, end of story. The FBI is who gave up to a $50,000 reward. The only reward is through the FBI. The FBI has been involved since jump. So why are we back to petitioning the FBI?
Petition, so all those people are added to it. Instead of having 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 different avocations, petitions, it seems self-serving to me.
Duchess, if you have a missing child or going through a tragedy, just be warned that even if you're not guilty of a single thing, these people think it's acceptable to violate you in every way, shape, and form. You don't have to be guilty of a single fucking thing. You are not in the United States. It's not innocent until proven guilty. And I agree. Some of these people should have been popped in the mouth a few times. But the fact that they think it's their fucking right to do this shit is beyond me. You don't have to like Chris and Katie. You can think that they're possibly guilty of something. But to sit here and watch this and condone this type of behavior by people like Betty and friends is astounding to me.
It seems like people know that Seth has this petition, but they want their name on a petition. And that is what I have a problem with. You don't do things so you can see your name on it. You don't use this as an advertising mechanism if you're truly interested.
Chico, I know why you're saying go, Betty, go. You might be onto something there. Keep it up, Betty. Keep it up.
True crime. Right?
Maybe we should go toss some gasoline and encourage her to do some more of this. Maybe we should toss some gasoline and tell them that they should do another protest.
I mean, people can do what you will. Hey, salty mom, it's nice to see you. So I'm not saying, just because I wouldn't do it, you can't do it. I mean, theoretically, they can do whatever the hell they want. The stuff is set up so you can do whatever the hell you want. But if you're truly here to help, that's where the word comes in, right? We can talk about cases and they're just...
Duchess, I need you to stop even calling yourself in that arena. You have never been in their arena. You have never been in the same arena as any of these fools. And again, I will say it loudly. None of these people, even though they proclaim that they're true crime, they have never been true crime. You know that as well as I do. You have solely done awareness for missing cases and done an exceptional job doing that. I need you to take yourself out of that arena and stop putting yourself in it. You are expanding outside of your awareness stuff now, but you've never been in there, okay? I need you to stop putting yourself even in the vicinity of these people, okay? We're going to have a conversation about this. Oh, she's been lying about Duchess over and over again for months. Over and over again, she's been lying. Tony not spokesperson, Justin not with at night. The Tony not spokesperson, do we have confirmation of that? And Bree, maybe because it's fraud to just move someone's signature from a petition they did sign to a petition they didn't sign, Betty. That's why. Well, again, we don't need to be petitioning the FBI who's already been involved. Okay, thank you. I'm going to need you to stop doing that, Duchess. You've never even been remotely, hey Jay, in this arena. Like, these are not true. None of them are true crime. They are the grime. They are the, I don't know what you could get the lowest of, like YouTube, but they are the lowest of YouTube. We need to rename them something. That's what we need to do. And thank you, Bree.
Some people that are, they want their names. They want to see their names.
Right.
All right. Well, then you're not here to help.
I need her to stop.
So just be honest with yourself, right?
Shut the fuck up, Betty.
Just be honest with yourself what type of creator you are. But if you are here to help.
You want to know what kind of creator I am? I'm a creator of fucking asshole. I'm an asshole that has a lot of fucking opinions and hates people that do this shit and thinks it can be their career. I despise people like Betty. I am a creator who is an asshole. That's what you expect from me. You don't expect any more. I'm not true crime. I'm not an awareness channel. Well, I guess I kind of bring a little bit of awareness to the shit shows on YouTube. But yeah, I show you what they're doing to these families going through their worst time. You can feel how you want to about the people involved, but this is what the creators do. There you go. You know what to expect. I'm an asshole. Don't expect anything else.
Then start promoting Seth stuff so we can have, that's where the bulk of the signatures already are. So I'm sure he appreciates all the help. He just wants to make sure his stuff that he's taking.
Okay, do you guys want to hear this for a second? This guy just talks. Are you just talking? Are you just going to talk today? You want to tell your friends all about how bad you're treated? You sound like Betty right now. Yesterday or the day before it was Craig. Now you sound like Betty. Are you going to shut up? Really? You got any more to say? You want to talk some more? You need a therapist? Fuck, oh dear. I tell you what. I don't need a Betty or a BJ or a Craig. I got Hank. He just talks and talks and fucking talks. It's like living with Craig, I'm sure. But his name's Hank, and he's probably not as messy or as smelly. I mean, okay. Sorry. Back to Betty.
Now remember, he's the one with the platform. He's the father of this missing child. He's the one that's going to be bringing these bills and have the access to these politicians because of the situation he's personally going through.
Oh, you guys got so much respect for the father of this missing child that as soon as he was done live streaming, you went live and live streamed to take views from him and restreamed his. If you had respect for him like you're demanding other people have, you would think that you would have like not restreamed him so he could have gotten the views on his live stream. But I mean, let's talk about it's not about respect for you or your green team members.
You as a content creator don't have that pull.
And I don't give a shit about people restreaming. I'm just saying, throwing her words back in her mouth.
So if you want to help, help. If you want to promote, we all can see that it's promotion versus helping. So just keep that in mind. We have public, we're part of the public opinion. We all kind of do things. I know that everything that we do here, especially if you're a content creator, you're on here full time, this is your full-time job, you have to make things work. I get that. I get that. But just acknowledge whether you're willing to help or whether you're willing to promote. Because there's places for both, right? There's places for both, but just don't make sure that we're very clear that you are here promoting yourself, not helping. And the reason why I keep saying promotion versus helping over and over again is because it's just how I educate people. It's called
she fucking educates people. Bitch, we've learned more out of Hank than we have from you. And Hank's little 30-second dissertation right here, we learned more than we have from you. And how many years? Yeah, shut up, Betty. You're educating no one.
You know, it's called repetitive. And the more repetitive I am, the more you guys retain.
Yeah, the more that they push the same bullshit narratives, the more people repeat the same bullshit narratives. It's just how it goes.
It's a brilliant concept.
It's a brilliant concept.
That's why you think I'm talking in circles. I'm really not. It's called repetitiveness. And I bet you by the time I've end the show, the one thing you're going to remember out of this entire show is what? Help or promote. Watch. I bet you it's going to be in your head the rest of the day. I bet you, I almost guarantee. And I want to come back here tomorrow to see what the 2 key words were for the day. And you guys are going to be screaming, help and promote. That's how it works. That's how it works. All right, guys, let's dive in. Seth does have some things to say. If you guys had an opportunity to watch his show, thank you for giving him the love and the support. If you have not, we're not going through it. We're not going to go through his whole live here. So
Seth going live, Revival, were you watching the E's too? Before I came on, I was watching the E's, and they're like, they've been dog whistling, if you ask me, to get the green team going again. It's been, like I said, they've been trying but failing miserably. Crime Time Buzz, Lolly, Smiley, you know, the little cronies. But now, you know, Seth coming out and talking, it gives Spanky, the E's, all of them something to go on again. So here they are amping it up again. I think Seth is being very selfish and intentionally trying to start the firestorm, dump gasoline on the smoldering fire for people to go after Chris and Katie again. Truly, that's what I believe is happening. And he claims that he is suing people. I don't believe that that's... I guess we'll see.
So if you want to see, and I recommend that everybody go watch this video in its entirety. There's a lot of information.
Hey,
let it play really quick.
Okay.
Here, folks. Okay. And he did, you know, there are some things here. Find them. I found a few, but I'm only one person. I bet you if all of us go here and start watching this and listening to this, I almost guarantee we'll probably even find more statements that one another has missed.
Damn.
Okay.
Pause. Yeah. Because first of all, bitch, you're not law enforcement, and neither is none of your cronies or your buddies, friends, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Y'all are not law enforcement. So I don't give a fuck what you say. But I'm absolutely serious. Cheer this bitch on. Come on, do another protest. Please do another protest here. I want you to, bitch. I will help you. Come on. Because you're going to fuck around. And
there's a reason. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely a reason. If you're a Tennessee resident and you know, you know. I will not put it in chat, and I'm not going to speak on it. But bitch, fuck around and find out. Come on, I will absolutely help you start another protest.
In other words, just so we're clear, like Chico is only encouraging this because there are laws, things like that. I gotta turn my notifications off. There you go.
Yeah, because come on, I want you to. I've been saying this, and when I seen that shit, there was some things that needed to be changed, like the age for assault and SA and stuff like that, because they finally lowered the age, which was great. I appreciated that, especially against SA victims and stuff like that. But they did pass other laws. There was over 200 laws actually that got passed, but this one in particular, keep fucking around. All of y'all keep fucking around. Y'all are inciting violence and hate to this family. It's not cool. What y'all have put Katie through, what y'all have put Chris through. You just literally called this man a fucking racist. A racist. I've never heard or seen him say anything racist.
I've never even seen him talk on anything that would, I don't know. That's so stunning to me.
It is, but what really is funny to me is now all of a sudden all that side want to talk about racism, and they want to talk about certain cases, and they want to do this. You're tokenizing again. You're doing that, and then on top of that, Betty, as Lawson said earlier, bitch, you stand with the Proud Boys. So that's not racist? They're not an extremist group?
Sure are. They sure are.
They're not on that extremist group list? Huh?
Yeah.
And they do blatantly say that fuck black people. Actually, fuck all persons of color, right?
Well, they go a lot further than that, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. Way further. But
way further.
But that's okay though, right? It's look at them, but don't look at me. Rules for thee, but not for me. Right? Well, y'all been playing that stupid ass game, which is beyond me. Y'all been playing this rules for thee, but not for me, bitches. Y'all been playing that stupid ass game.
Yeah.
And how did it work out for you?
It's fucking well, I got some doozies today to throw in, so.
Oh.
Oh,
see, that's what I'm saying. Whoopsie.
Whoops.
Doozy.
Whoops.
Missed the step. Fell flat on your face, huh?
Oopsie.
Damn. Feel bad? No, I don't. Never mind. I don't feel bad for none of you bitches. Y'all brought all this shit on yourself. And now y'all want to cry. And now y'all want to ramp bullshit up again. I'm sorry. Yes, I want Sebastian's case to be closed. I want him to be found. Absolutely. But this, what we're doing, or not even us, but what y'all are doing, y'all made it worse than Summer's case. And I wasn't even around for Summer's case. I've heard about it. The shit Pika's told me was enough. And I was like, I don't want to hear shit else.
Same. I don't want to change my opinion on some people that were involved in that case, so I've stayed away from it because
I don't know all the ins and outs and all of what happened. I know bits and pieces here and there and stuff outside of what other people don't know due to connections or people I know. But even then, I still don't know the extent of it and all of that stuff because it's not my damn business.
Right.
I'm not law enforcement. That's not my job.
I've heard nothing but bad stuff about that case.
It's same. But what y'all have done to Sebastian's case is to the point now. No big creator wants to touch it. No big creator wants to even mention his name. And y'all did that. Y'all did that.
Where'd the Weapon War Lodge go?
Exactly. Uh-oh. Fat mama, you're dreaming.
That's what I've always thought was interesting too, Janison and Counting, because the Proud Boys leader is a Cuban. He's Cuban. Yeah.
No comment. Anyway,
I know.
I
Confusing.
could really go there. I have on my channel, which y'all don't know. There's certain shit I've spoke about, the hypocrisy. Like, yeah, no comment. But they have really turned this into something nobody wants to touch besides the same people, which is hell, y'all wasn't even touching on it for months. Not until he just said something the other night, and then here y'all come back with y'all shit. Oh, you need to go watch it. And like you said, so you really give a fuck about him, but you go live while he live and then screen snipe him.
Well, that was BJ. I think she waited as soon as he clicked the end button, she started up hers.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, no. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Betty just told us that.
it's opportunist ass shit.
Yep. Oh,
You're just hanging around to see if you're going to be able to break the news first. And half the time when you break the news first, the shit wrong that you got, it ain't correct at all, because 9 times out of 10 it's coming from the daddy, and half the shit he said is lies. But hey, well, actually, majority of the shit he said. But
yep.
that just blew me with the whole he's racist part, because I no, I don't know Chris personally. I've never spoke to Chris personally, but how I've seen him interact on this app, I don't see that. And I could be wrong. I mean, some people do hide it well, but I don't see that in Chris. I don't. And I've been around, hell, some of my own family members is racist as fuck. Y'all be forgetting I'm half white. Some people on my mama's side still don't fuck with us, which is crazy as hell, because now half the damn kids is mixed, but whatever. But I don't see that from Chris. I don't.
I don't know
Need
him
to
well
see
enough to
proof.
say.
I need to see proof of that. I need screenshot, screen recording, something. I need to see that myself before I run with that. And for anybody else to run with that without proof, you're a piece of shit. We don't randomly throw labels on people. No, we have proof of it. If we say BJ is a transphobic, homophobic, racist piece of shit, guess what? We have the clips, we have the screenshots, and we can show it.
Again,
Same thing with Betty.
It's Betty. She doesn't have proof of anything. She just says shit to get people riled up. She wants attention.
Yeah, she wanted, because her numbers are down too. Yeah. Guess y'all's cash cow stopped rolling in, huh?
She wants the shock factor, and that's what she's going for. It's the true Betty fashion.
It is, and it's fucked up. But I will say this, Betty, stay the fuck out of my state. Tennessee don't want you. Hell, Florida barely want your ass. They passed a whole law for your ass.
Well, I think Tennessee would like her to come back and show her ass for a few minutes, actually.
Oh yeah, we really do. I do. Anyway, I'll help you with that protest. I ain't playing. Like, you and your friends, all of them, bring them all here. I'm just saying, y'all gonna fuck around and you're gonna find out. Just because you don't see these folks lashing out online or doing all of this shit like they do, that doesn't mean they're not taking steps to protect it. I hope they are. I really hope they are taking steps to protect themselves. I do. We know they did the ROs and all of that, but what they have incited towards this family, I'm going to say it, and I've said it numerous times again, I'd be in jail right now. I would be in jail. Because you're not going to disrespect my wife like that.
That's why you got to pick a jail buddy.
You're not going to disrespect me like that. You're not going to disrespect my family like that. And you damn sure not finna come to my house and disrespect me while I'm at my motherfucking house. That's just games I don't play.
Oh, just wait. Just wait till you hear more of this. You're in for a show.
Well, I'm gonna be listening and check because I'm still at work, y'all. So I don't
get
get
back
off
to
till
work.
5.
I'm just joking.
But I
Go to
just
work,
wanted to say that I need somebody to send me the proof of Chris being racist. If anybody got it, I need that, please.
There you go.
So, but if I can, I'll hop back up here later.
Okay, sounds
All
good.
right.
All right, bye. Thank you, Janice in accounting. By the way, I didn't say thank you. And happy birthday, Crimson Moon. I hope your day is fabulous. I don't know, like, what is your typical birthday celebration like down under? I butchered Australian. I don't try accents because I suck at all of them. All right, buckle up, strap back in, helmets back on. You got a little bit of a break there, but get back in the shit zone because here we go.
There we go.
That I'm doing everything I can. Doing everything I can to.
Well, Lisa, not to disappoint you, but she's getting in late at the end because I got some doozies to remind people of.
Find him.
But they're ones you probably haven't seen wash, rinse, repeated lately, so you might be interested in them. But we'll do that at the end.
Trying to do everything I can to make sure nobody forgets him because I never will.
Okay, let me give this disclaimer right off the bat because this is going to be fucking hard for me to be kind. This man, I have empathy for that he has a missing child. Beyond that, I am so sick and tired of the games that he is intentionally helping to be played. Like, he is the game player. He is the one moving chess pieces around with the help of all of his other, what does BJ call them, underlings? So if I'm not kind to him, it's because of his behavior and him smearing the dignity of his missing child.
People still, I need help. I need people to still please continue to hand out the flyers. That's the reason that we continue to get tips. Even if
I'm not asking you guys to be kind. Just don't call him a P word or anything that we can't prove. Please and thank you. That's all I ask.
Don't pan out. I don't find my son.
And even on that, she was 12. I was 10 years older. We know what that is. But again,
still keeps the hope up.
Let's not give him.
It really does. I mean, it's the only thing that I have right now is the hope that I find him.
So as you see, just going into this, I kind of went right to that spot because I wanted you guys to know the difference between him and Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' mother, hashtag Katie Proudfoot, and stepfather, hashtag Chris Proudfoot.
Why is she saying hashtags? Hashtag Chris Proudfoot, hashtag Katie. What the fuck?
Is that he is willing to show his face. He's willing to show up. He's willing.
Oh, is this your disobedience of the court because you're not allowed to use hashtags, Betty?
Willing to take the beating to make sure his son could possibly get to that one new person. He's willing to walk through hell and fire and not bat an eye and damn sure not complain about it.
Which we haven't seen him do any of the sort, but go on.
This is everything. And if people are too, you know what? We have stupid people on here. Granny's Watching is stupid. Chlamydia is stupid. Queen Bee is stupid. Burnt Toast is stupid. All these people, all they are is big old bullies. Look what they've done. They've taken their focus from me, and now they're doing it to BJ.
Oh, poor Betty. Poor upsetty Betty. No, BJ made her own bed that she's going to lay in. That's where Betty and BJ both play. She's just trying to be a BHB junior. In fact, she's doing the exact same thing. The only difference is between you and her is she's asking for her community to fund a lawsuit because she's not willing to go pro se like you are. She's asking them to fund a lawsuit, a frivolous fund that has zero transparency. And then she is also expecting them to fund her lifestyle while she asks for money. So she's double whammying it just like you. You didn't ask for money up front. You're asking for money to defend yourself after stalking and harassing victims' families, though. Okay. Yeah, we've got BHB and BHB Junior knockoff, the Temu version.
You know what they were trying to do to me. They wanted me to unalive myself. Is that what they're doing to BJ now?
Oh, really, Betty? Really? And see here once again, a common theme between the two of them. BJ is really becoming Betty. They wanted me to unalive myself. Nope. No proof of that. You also said that people wanted you to be assassinated at one point.
I mean, let's be honest. What is the purpose of attacking another content creator? No other purpose than money and to hurt someone.
Or the fact that you guys are the disgusting, vile scum of the fucking community and society that we all live amongst, and we're sick and tired of watching people like you think it's a job to kick parents going through their worst time and or associate with them for some self-serving vendetta that you have.
Mentally, physically, or spiritually.
Or the fact that we're just sick and tired of people in society like you and have decided to use our voices to speak up and say enough is enough.
We have no place for that. As of tomorrow, it sounds like a lot of them stealing everybody else's crap and making money off of it ends.
Do any of you fucking know how to read? Can any of you read or have any comprehension skills? Nothing has changed in the terms of service. They are trying to limit some of the AI. That's it. I mean, it's the fucking idiots. These are the people who are so smart, though, right?
I don't know what they're going to do. They're probably going to ramp up 12-hour lives just to make it. I don't know.
And if we do, so be it.
No. But what we're doing is effective. It is working. It's been working. It's just taken a long time. So continue to do what you're doing, because don't believe it or not, YouTube is helping. And it sounds like the at night people are actually going to be meeting with some of the head execs at YouTube.
The at night people are going, just like they were going to meet with Trump's group, just like they were in talks with the incoming attorney general who they thought was going to be Matt Gaetz. Yeah. Okay. I'll hold my breath for that. I'm sure at night media being represented by people who were in prison for fraud on politicians is going to be looked at very, very fucking highly.
We are getting stuff under control. It's going to take a little bit. It has to be very creative, because you got to keep in mind people do have a First Amendment right to speak on this platform.
What happened to all these attorneys that were ready to go? They were so fired up and had all the information. They were going to turn this into a multi-state litigation. They were ready to go. They were ready to fucking go to, hey, you two. They were ready to go to trial. They didn't even have to do anything. What happened to that? Oh, wait, it fell apart because you guys were full of shit. Yeah. So here we are again. All of them. Oh, it's going to take time. We need your money.
But what they're doing is not First Amendment protected. When you start harassing and sending people to show up at people's home, putting them in fear for their personal safety, it is now gone over the line of free.
Who do we know? Let's back that up. Who do we know that has shown up at people's property?
Going to be meeting with some of the head execs at YouTube. We are getting stuff under control. It's going to take a little bit. It has to be very creative, because you got to keep in mind people do have a First Amendment right to speak on this platform. But what they're doing is not First Amendment protected. When you start harassing and sending people to show up at people's home, putting them in fear for their personal safety, it is now gone over the line of freedom of speech. And that's what we have been fighting. This last year, we have just had enough. We have just had enough. And so there is going to be action.
What happened to the last lawsuit, this legal action? Like, are we delusional? Did they forget about that? Did they forget that they've done this song and dance previously? Does she forget that she's the one that showed up and stalked Chris and Katie in their hometown from a completely different state? They're going to be taking action. Before, she was tooting her horn about all these attorneys that were ready to go. They were ready to take on everybody.
And I pray to God that these people either start learning what First Amendment freedom of speech privilege is and what criminal conduct is. Otherwise, they're going to have a bumpy ride the rest of their life, and I'm going to be there to capture it. Just saying. We're not breaking the law.
I really care about is finding my son.
How's that appeal going, Betty? For the 4 ROs that you have on you. You want to talk about not breaking the law?
Okay. So I think it's right here. Let's see. I think it's right here is our next spot.
Children, you better think about your children first, because they're your children. They deserve everything. And your significant other that you're bringing in, unless they're going to sit there and take care of those children and treat them like their own and have understanding and know how to help them develop, it just does your children even worse. I still, like I said, need people to be handing out flyers and stuff.
Here he's about to state what he needs your help with. And I actually thought it was pretty interesting, not a new concept, but a new to Sebastian's Army concept. And I think it's really good. And I know a lot of people probably did this last night, but if you guys didn't watch this last night, what he's about to ask you, I recommend. I've already done this. Not only have I already sent this out via email, I've sent it out via text. I've sent it out via mail, physical mail. Cost me an arm and a leg to do, but I did it. All for.
Oh my God, it's so hard to listen to her. What is she doing? How can they meet with YouTube when they can't even leave the state of Pennsylvania? I wonder if YouTube is holding a conference in Pennsylvania that they plan on attending. I don't know. I have no idea. Good question. Thank you for the support.
For the love of Sebastian and to bring him home.
Right? Stop making sense.
I need more tips coming in. I need more eyeballs looking for Sebastian.
We're speeding it up. Sorry.
I don't know if any of y'all remember playing telephone when you were younger, but I'm going to share the picture again on my YouTube page.
So what he wants you to do, and maybe I missed it, maybe I didn't get it right. I'm trying to make sure my times are right, but I don't have them right on here. Because again, I don't want to play this. If you guys want to watch this whole interview, please go over to his show. Here is the link so you guys can go and watch it yourself in its entirety. I recommend everybody doing it and let me know what you guys heard out of it, because some of these things, you guys might hear something that I don't hear. You might pick up on something that I didn't pick up on, because some of these things we have to watch several times to pick different things out. I don't know why that is. I think maybe that's just because of the way our brains work. Lisa says, I don't watch hate. I don't even peek. I do not even give them a view. It just fuels the fire. Don't be part of the evil.
Harry, that's what I don't understand either. They're so hell-bent on the narrative that he is no longer alive, that Chris and Katie unalived him. So why are they pushing for flyers and things? None of this makes sense. But again, it's all, to me, just narrative pushing, propaganda pushing, attention seeking. He actually mentioned in this, I don't know if she's going to play, I can't remember if she plays this part or not. But he basically talks about the Jack and Lily case out of Canada and how many people are involved in that case versus how many people are involved in Sebastian's case. It's, I don't know. I hate to say this, but he is being extremely selfish, in my opinion.
Hey, amen. Amen. Don't be part of it. But you know what? I kept saying, I kept thinking, man, it's been awfully quiet. It's been awfully quiet. So I went and just did some searches. I didn't go into their, watch what they were saying or anything, but just did searches. And it's all BJ, all the same.
Yeah, they've came out and said they don't think the parents have been involved since October.
Channels that did this to me for years now is just now refocusing on BJ. And they're just going to do the same thing to her. They're going to try to push that lady over the edge until she hurts herself or gets put in a psych ward. That's what's going to end up happening. Because that is their playbook. And they will do whatever it takes to accomplish that.
BJ is a product of her own choices and her own actions, and we'll get into that in a few.
Because they want to see somebody go crazy because of what they've done to them online. It's sick. These people deserve jail.
Some of you were crazy before you even came online, truthfully speaking, and that's not a medical diagnosis. That's just an observation.
Not a platform. But he wants you guys to find 10 people in your contact list on your phone.
And I have a really hard time feeling sorry for you when you have blatantly said out of your mouth that if Katie took her life, you wouldn't have any feelings about it. A mother of a missing child, that there's no evidence of her being involved in her child's disappearance. You have blatantly said that if she took her life, you wouldn't feel bad about it. Shut the fuck up. All the fuck up. I hate when creators replace the victims.
And send them the flyer of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers and ask them to send it to 10 people in their phone. And, that is a very, very, very good strategy. And I'm willing to do the 10.
Crimson Moon, thank you for sending me your milestone on your birthday. Happy birthday again. And thank you for being a member for 13 months. Sorry I missed that before. Adrian, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you guys for the support. These people are insane.
Yeah. I think I did more than that because just by the business and how long we've been here, the work we've done over the last year and a half, I'm sure many of us have already done this moreover. But for a push, Seth wants this done. If we can do this, find 10 people in your contacts and take that flyer. The reward is now up to $500,000 the last time I saw.
No, the reward is up to $50,000 through the FBI.
Somebody was passing around the 447 flyer, but I just saw a flyer from At Night, I want to say like a month ago, that increased it for Sebastian up to $500,000.
And again, you should read what the circumstances around At Night's reward is. You would know that part of that is allotted for summer.
So if you guys can go over to the X, go over to At Night, and I think it's At Night Intel, at Night Intel, and they should have a flyer, the most recent flyer of their reward on their X account.
Betty, what happened to this? I just want to throw it back really quick because what happened to this?
Together to accomplish these things and hinder an investigation. There is overwhelming amount of evidence related to this case that's properly cataloged. I can tell you that it sounds like the attorneys are ready and willing to go to trial. It sounds like this
was October 19th after they filed their RICO bullshit.
Stuff needs to come to an end. And it sounds like there's a lot of people other than me that are sick and tired of this nonsense. These are criminal acts. We've been talking about them for years. And it is unfortunate.
Except no criminal charges have been filed against anyone, and they lost this lawsuit.
Fortunate that all these people can come together for a hate campaign and literally try to ruin people's lives over a case of, avocation. You have a right to have your opinion about cases. We have our opinion about the case all the time, but you do not have the right to destroy people's life because of your opinion. You do not have the right to harm somebody's reputation because you don't like them and you want to make up lies about them.
Kind of like you're doing to Betty, or not to Betty, to Chris and Katie. Betty,
this has been going on for years, but this right here, what we're talking about in this particular matter, has happened since Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers went missing. It was emboldened and it was fierce. The level of hate and disruption and misinformation and disinformation was rampant. And it
was, like you continue to do, Betty?
Was all geared toward Seth, which is the one person that actually has a confirmed and corroborated alibi with witnesses. So a lot of people that...
Again, we don't know what law enforcement knows. Just being factual.
Have tried to support the truth have been silenced in very barbaric ways. This is a serious lawsuit. People are saying they don't have jurisdiction. I don't know if they know the process of federal law, but they have established that,
It was never federal, ever.
So there are two.
So how are we overcoming all of the lies here to believe what she's spewing now? Which is going to land?
Two people from Pennsylvania, and that's Barbecue Lady and Granny's Watching, that are the lawsuit, geared the lawsuit toward, including 50 does. There were some of those does revealed in the complaint. There were a lot of does that will be revealed over time. Clearly, the objective here is to get the criminal enterprise to stop being a criminal enterprise. What they are doing is wrong. They've known for a very long time what they're doing is criminal. And if you say, no, they don't, well, I can tell you that for quite some time, we've discussed it on this channel, how it is criminal. We've discussed this on this channel about how a lot of the stuff I do in person, because by doing it over the internet, it is a crime. Good morning, Seth. Good morning. As a matter of fact, that's a great segue. The stuff that Seth has had to endure is nothing that any parent should have to endure. He's already missing a child. He walked out of work and his whole entire world was flipped upside down. It took a lot of work to get to this point, to get to this.
If it's a crime to do what people, well, we just push back on your words, but if people's behavior is criminal online, then I would assume that you understand that your behavior towards Chris and Katie could be seen as the same. I mean, asking for me, this aged really well.
This filing, I am very proud of the people that took a stand against this criminal enterprise and what they were doing, not only to me, but to others. And trust me, there's a lot of unnamed victims in this that have been victims of this enterprise before, and most likely unless it stopped after.
Oh.
What has come onto the streets of social...
Betty, are you going to help BJ raise money like she did for your attorney under Tony's orders? Just asking for me.
Social media under the guise of true crime is not true crime. There are true crime channels out there. There are people that want the truth and want the things they're not being told by mainstream media. And I think that I, as well as a few other content creators, provide that. We provide boots on the ground, a front row view of what's really going on, and a continued front row view of what's going on, not mainstream media's version where they do a 5 or 15-minute news clip. People want to know what's going on when they're invested in a case. They want to know every aspect of that case that they can. There are.
Oh, really, Betty? Well, that's not what you provide. Here you go. Here's another portion of this.
We care, we care, and we care about finding answers and providing those answers to the people that can help. So it's been a long time coming, but I really do and really thankful for the attorneys that took this case seriously. Saw
attorneys, there was only ever one.
An injustice and were willing to help, resolve that injustice. Now, everything that's contained in those that filing to me is true, accurate, and correct because we've all witnessed it.
Betty, have you read the judge's ruling to your audience yet? Asking for me.
But the allegations against the parties are still alleged. There hasn't been a hearing yet. There hasn't been a temporary injunction filed yet. I don't know about the service of process. I don't know if I will. I think the attorneys will have that information. I'm not sure if they'll let us know or not. But I just hope this criminal enterprise stops being a criminal enterprise. And if they're really wanting to focus on true crime instead of drama, then get focused on true crime instead of drama. Otherwise, pack your bags and go back to the freaking drama community and stay out of these cases.
Bitch, that's all you are is drama. All you are is drama. I thought that was fun to replay. Tell us more, Betty.
Download that and just text it to 10 people and say, hey, you're my friend. Can you do me a favor? This child is missing. Can you find 10 contacts in your phone and ask them to pass it around to 10 contacts in their phone? You would be amazing. It'll be amazed. We'd be amazed what could be accomplished by this. And I thought it was very clever. Again, nothing new, but new to the Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case. I think it's clever. I think we should all participate. What does it hurt? I bet you right now, just been me talking about this 10-person thing, you could have already sent it out to 10 people. And I bet you over the next 2 seconds, they could have already sent it out to 10 more people. So literally and figuratively, we could literally, before this show ends today, have this in front of 1 million people. Did you know that?
Oh, Betty. Oh, Betty.
Just by everybody, the 353 people that are in my chat right now, if each and every one of you sent this flyer out to 10 people and they sent those to 10 people and those people sent those to 10 people, if everything was executed perfectly, which we know we don't live in a perfect society, but executed perfectly, guess what? Before we end today's show, we would have already had his face in front of 1 million people. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? We can affect change.
But I thought At Night Media had hundreds of billboards up.
Great Crime with Grace says, we stand with Seth. Where is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers? Hashtag Chris Proudfoot. Hashtag Katie Proudfoot. I couldn't agree more. I do believe that they have more information. And I believe Seth knows that Chris and Katie have more information on the whereabouts of his son. And that's what angers him. Because he's not seeing them do anything. He's seeing them hiding. He's seeing them lying. He's seeing them do things that he would never do. And he can see that they don't give a shit. He can see that they don't give a shit. How we can see they don't give a shit. They don't care.
And if I ask people just to hand out 10 flyers. This time I'm going to ask people to take that picture that I put up there of Sebastian's latest. It's the link for this one right here for the show. Sorry, my head is killing me. I mean,
I can't imagine why. I can't imagine why. You guys see him and he's distraught. Okay, this is a distraught father. This, if you don't know what a distraught father looks like, this is what a distraught father looks like. And he's relying on a law enforcement that's supposed to have heart. If you can't tell the man anything about the case, the least you can do is be human and show empathy and compassion for him and at least hold him up during the darkest hours. That's the least Sumner County could do. But they're too busy kicking a man while he's down. Makes you wonder why. And then
Sumner County is kicking this man? How?
you look in the background and it's like they're buddy. It seems like everybody in that department's buddy with Chris and Katie. You're just terrified of them. I'm 5'1". I'm actually smaller than 5'1". And that big blob of mass doesn't even scare me. Their law enforcement needs to get some balls. Enough's enough. We're sick and tired of watching this shit show. And it ain't the Bullhorn Betty shit show. You know what it is? It's the Sumner County shit show. What a shame. I'd be embarrassed if I was a taxpayer. I definitely would want some new leadership after this stain on my community. I'd have more pride in my community than to allow this kind of stuff to go on. Just me.
You don't have any missing children in Florida, your community? There's no missing children. Jay, are you still in here? Jay, or anybody in Florida, do you have missing children in Florida that haven't been found in a year? I know for a fact you do, because the Amber Alerts, there's a few still missing from Florida.
Not do any good to be arguing or fighting in my chat.
Okay. This is when, I want to go to this one.
You guys have to live.
Okay. I'm going back because this is
if Chris and Katie are watching this, I don't care. I don't care if they're watching. I hope they are watching. I hope they are enjoying the misery that they're putting me through. Because God is my witness, it will return sevenfold.
The misery that they're putting him through. What is the misery that they're putting him through? What's happening that we don't know?
See, he knows. He knows. Listen to him.
What misery?
I don't care.
What misery is happening?
Let's go back a little further.
Sebastian's law. Well, I'm working on Sebastian.
Having a missing child. They have a missing child too, the same as you. What misery are they putting you through?
Sebastian's law. I've got attorneys working on it.
You've got attorneys working on Sebastian's law? Okay.
Other people that have observed it, have read it, that they're putting me through.
Okay.
Betty,
if Chris and Katie are watching this, I don't care. I don't care if they're watching. I hope they are watching. I hope they are enjoying the misery that they're putting me through.
Because he knows they're enjoying it.
Shelby, in fact, Florida has some of the oldest Amber Alert cases. When we were looking through that, there is a child missing, and I can't remember the name right now. I'll have to go back and look. But I found there was a child that was kidnapped basically during a carjacking and has never been found. Like some horrific stories out of Florida of missing children. That's why it just always shocks me that Betty acts like there's nothing going on in her community. I think she's too scared. I think Florida knows what she's about and she can't get away with this shit, maybe.
What woman?
And thank you for the support.
Enjoys not having her child? What woman enjoys doing this to their significant other, their ex-significant other? The one that they had a child with. Katie ain't no different than her mama. She really isn't. She's abusive to her child.
Fuck you. Straight up, fuck you. Katie is no different. You understand the allegation she just made right there? She owes this man fucking nothing, especially when he's associated with scumbags like Betty, who got her missing child's name tattooed on their fucking body. And now she has the fucking audacity. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Child.
Let me make sure you guys caught how she said that.
The one that they had a child with. Katie ain't no different than her mama. She really isn't. She's abusive to her child. It's different abuse. But she's still no different than her mom. Actually, she's worse. She's absolutely worse.
Because you know what? Katie didn't disappear, did she?
She's fucking sick.
Because God is my way.
She is fucking sick. That's all. Like, there's zero proof of abuse whatsoever. Yes, I remember bits and pieces of the Haley Cummings story, Shelby. Yeah, it goes back to, I believe that she stays away from Florida cases for a reason. Why does he want us to share a flyer he has yet to share on his community post tab? I bet he collects those memberships, but hasn't shared anything. I think he did share an updated at night flyer recently, unless he took it down. Thank you guys for the support.
It will return sevenfold. I don't deserve this. Sebastian does not deserve this. And it will come back around.
Not if Sumner County is still involved. They're too busy obstructing justice.
I'd say I'd love to be there for when karma smacks you in the face, both of you.
Unleashes.
But I don't care. I really don't. I just want my son. I want my son found, returned home to me so that he can continue on with his life, with how he's going to affect the world. You two don't deserve a child like Sebastian in your life. You guys don't deserve somebody else that's in your life right now.
Wow. Don't deserve it. Yeah, this sounds like a guy that really did something to his child. Oh my God. If these people really believe this, I don't think they do. I think they were paid. Now they're stuck. I really do. They were just reaping the rewards. They're not ready for the backlash they're about to get from the lies and the misinformation and disinformation, because it's going to come back around. We're going to be replaying it. You're going to know how trashy these, and they're not drama channels, these hate channels, these criminal channels. They do criminal activity online. We're going to keep calling it what it is until it stops.
I feel so sorry for that child. Pretty sure she wonders every day if she's gonna wake up and even be there, or ever even get to talk to her mom again.
I think he's referring to Faith. I think he's referring to Faith and how worried Faith, because it's my concern that Faith was nervous going to see her father. I'd be too. Kids understand. They don't understand.
I know things on the inside of your house that you probably don't want.
This is about to be the bombshell.
Why would she be nervous? Her father hasn't been charged with any disappearance, any missing child, any harm. Oh my God, fucking stop. Ooh. Why would a child be nervous to go visit their father when there is absolutely no proof that they are involved in the disappearance of her stepbrother? Why? Unless that's being put into her head by fucking adults. And again, they don't give a shit about kids. Not one bit. They were intentionally waiting for the opportunity to bring this up. He's been poking to get his creator buddies to bring this in and talk shit. Oof.
We have been waiting for. We kind of knew, but we didn't know. We kind of knew, but we didn't know. This goes against every fiber of the true crime community right here. This goes completely against the fiber of the true crime community. Anybody that supports parents, that what he's about to say, you have been stripped of any type of true crime. You are misinformation, disinformation station. Crackpots.
Really?
Nothing more, nothing less. Crackpots. How dare you hide this information? How dare you cover up this information from the people you support? How dare you? But they have. All your friendly little hate channels, right? That say that we're the worst people in the world, that we're the criminals. We've never hidden information from the world, have we? They had a conscious effort to withhold this damaging information from the public. Chris, hashtag Chris Proudfoot, hashtag Katie Proudfoot, hashtag the freaking criminals that they hired to help them. Let's listen.
Who's been hired? Where's the proof of any payments? Who's been hired?
Goes against the fabric of the true crime community.
We didn't know. But I tell you what, we all know that you didn't let a particular organization into your house for a reason. You already got rid of everything in his room, huh?
That's not true. That's a blatant lie.
Wow. Sebastian was thrown out of the house, and then they removed him after he disappeared.
No, that's not true. Again, false information.
They never wanted him. Ever since October of 2022, they tried to rehome him. And I truly believe the thought of her failure and the fact that her son was...
Seth was also a part of those conversations of looking into facilities for Sebastian. Sebastian was supposed to go live with Seth a year previously, and he let him stay for another year to get his behaviors together. Seth's own words on the lab from March 21st, 2024.
Was about to go over to the man that she wanted to hurt more than anybody in the world, and everything just came and collided together. And her anger and frustration over being a failure of her mom. Next thing you know, an outlash, because I don't believe, this is where, and I believe Seth needs hope. I'm not going to keep beating a dead horse until we find out. But I believe there's more here. I don't believe Chris and Katie could afford to send him anywhere. And you know what? What happens? What happens? Let's look.
Why is it solely Chris and Katie's responsibility to financially fund a child that Seth also brought into this world, who he's been incapable of providing for all along? Why is it solely Katie's responsibility to always be the breadwinner? Was he ever going to step up and help? Again, if all these things were going on, why didn't he take him a year ago? Why did he wait a year for him to get his behavior together? And why is he out here concocting fucking fabricated lies? Once again, smearing the dignity of his missing son for a hate campaign against Katie.
Look at Chris, right? He's countryman. He don't give a shit about nobody, right? How many dogs has he put down, right? How many dogs? Why is it important?
Well, before Chris ever gave any animals away of Sebastian's, Seth gave 2 dogs away of Sebastian's and lied about they drug his autistic child. Again, Seth, more lies.
Because he has no empathy or sympathy for living creatures. And in their mind, when something's sick or lame, like a horse, what do? You provide that horse mercy. Horse is never good again. Will never have another life. So you take the lame horse. Not going to finish that sentence. You guys get it? I got a lot of country folk here. You guys get where I'm going with this? City.
Yeah, we get what you're inciting here once again. We understand very clearly what you're intentionally inciting again.
Folk won't get it. City folk won't get it. I'm sorry, guys. If you guys are from the city and you guys don't get it, you don't get it. But educate yourself, because there's a different way of life out in the country, and these are country folk. And if you don't have their mentality, you're off base. Okay? You're off base. Your analysis is completely wrong because you have a different mindset. Yeah, exactly. Craddock does need to resign. If anybody wants to make, and I don't want this being on, Sonia does a lot for our community here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. But if you guys work for a sign or a vinyl shop and you guys would like, these are the types of signs. Oh, do I have them here? You know, just the traditional, corrugated, yard sign. I don't need the metal stuff, because you keep those. I'm not going to use the metal things to stick into the ground. I need signs, but I want a couple signs that says Eric, our Craddock, something. Resign Craddock, resign Sheriff, resign Sheriff Snugglestone. There we go. I want a sign that says resign Sheriff Snuggle Struggles. That's what I want. I want two white corrugated signs. You guys have seen my signs at the protests. They're very simple. They don't need a whole lot. Just resign Sheriff Snuggle Struggles. That's what I want. I only want two. I only need two. That's not something that we're going to be using for infinity, right? We always, if you guys ever want to make signs, the corrugated, or you guys come across this video later in life and you guys want to make me a sign, we can always use, if you see something, say something, no justice, no peace, we need justice, we want justice.
How about fuck straight off, Betty?
Anything like that, any standard language like that, those signs can always be recycled. When you start adding names to the signs specifically for Sebastian Rogers, once the Sebastian Rogers case is over, those signs have to be destroyed because they're no longer, we can't use them for other cases. So I try to keep as much general,
or as J for Justice says, fuck directly off. Fuck directly off.
Language on the sign, so when they do come in, we can reuse them. We've got seven full signs right now that we used to have 8, but one minute it happens. One walked off. We don't know where. I try to keep hold of them, but it's always unintentional. I don't ever think people walk off with signs intentionally. It's just a lot of people at the gatherings we come to, they bring their signs, other people bring their signs, and somebody's just grabbing a sign to use and throws it into the sign pile. Next thing you know, somebody's picking up their signs, taking them, and your signs incorporated. So it does happen. It's not intentional, but we're always in need of those types of signs, just to let you guys know.
Can't let America's Most Wanted in the house, not the last place he was supposedly at, right?
So now we have a good understanding why they refused. We knew that there was a reason why they refused to allow America's Most Wanted inside their home. Everybody in America that has followed this case already knows the design of their home because of Zillow. They know where the location of their home is because of Nick Barris, and one of the very first Nick Barris articles had their specific address in it. So I mean, as far as knowing where they live and the exact construction of their home, I think at this point is well known to anybody and everybody that has followed this case. So the idea of not bringing the America's Most Wanted into their home was really odd to a lot of us. But we've already seen it. And so the only thing that would prevent them from wanting to is if nothing was there or if something was changed, right? If we knew that they now have all the carpet stripped out of their house, we know something ain't right. Where's the carpet?
There's no proof of any of that whatsoever.
Did law enforcement grab the rug? Did law enforcement grab the items that they pitched out? Did they move the items somewhere? Did they burn the items? Did they get rid of evidence? Is this the stuff that Sumner County Sheriff's Department is assisting or advising them to do? Or are they just asleep at the wheel? Or are they just broke and just have no ability to investigate a child's case? And if that's the case, then why aren't they handing it off to TBI or the FBI for a fresh set of eyes? They don't need them to take over the investigation. Maybe give them some ideas on what routes to go down, or maybe advise them of maybe some new resources, or send some of the videos to NASA to get cleared up. Like, what in the world is going on here?
Send some videos to NASA. And there's Mr. E. Great live, BHB. These people are such fucking buffoons. They had so many people duped and still do. What a fucking travesty that group is. Sister wives of true crime.
It's expensive to run cases, but you know what? That's why we need sheriffs that go and fight for the cases, not themselves. Shows poor leadership. Good afternoon. Well, good morning. It's still morning. Okay. All right. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. E. I hope you guys are doing well. Doing very well. And I hope and still praying for Middle East. So I don't know what's going on there, but I can tell you we still have not stopped praying for your family, and we will not stop until everybody is doing really well. So let me ask you this. How many of you guys know of an innocent mother that their child disappeared and they cleaned their entire room out? Somebody, I'm just going to sit here. I'll sit here and smoke my vape. Why not? Got nothing better to do.
Yeah, we're done. Sorry, I can't listen to any more of Betty today. That's all I got in me. There's no proof of this whatsoever. None. Nothing at all. I want to show you again at the end of this, you will have a quiz. You will have to pick who out of these four that you want to be in a cell with. Okay? That's what your choice is going to be. So this is going to go to Lolly. We're not going to listen to a whole lot of this. I'm going to try to make this one pretty short today, but I can only listen to bits and pieces of each of these vile individuals. We'll come back to it because I'm back on all of their asses for fucking sure. But I want to get to a part that I think is really important for people to hear about funds being collected for an attorney at the end of this. So we're going to kind of push on through. But Lolly did a live stream called Security Cameras. Listen to what she has to say. Let's fast forward.
Folks, it all goes down to these. And I honestly, in my heart, believe it's one of these three possibilities. Number one, Sebastian did not make it home. I mean, we have Craddock and Katie saying, you know, he was in that car. But do we trust either one of them? No.
We actually have the neighbor across the street confirming that too, who confirmed that through Sweetie Pilo, but carry on.
Two, the 3 a.m. At 3 a.m., Sebastian was carried out. That is when this angle comes into play.
This is also the picture that Nancy Grace wouldn't go live and publish on her broadcast again because it was bullshit.
That huge red flag at 3 a.m. in the morning. And then you go to number 3. Sebastian was taken away in Katie's car, parked in the closed garage.
Meanwhile, that would have been caught on security cameras, leaving the neighborhood or anywhere around the neighborhood, and there's no sign of that. But go on with your possibilities, Lolly.
I do not believe at any point, at any possible time.
Yes, and Sebastian was supposedly on security cam taking out the trash too.
Sebastian could have left his home right here and not been caught on cameras.
Yeah, it looks like we're flying kites again. Lolly's on the fuck shit. Now on to Smiley. Smiley reposted this. I found this to be very interesting. Smiley reposted, this is Cognizance in Crime. She is from TikTok. She hangs out with all of the green team. You might have seen her previously before, but Smiley reposted this, and I found this to be really interesting. They should be allowed to keep some things private. The world does not need to know or to see Sebastian's bedroom. I agree. They don't owe anybody anything. And again, they're just concocting bullshit at this point. Thank you for the support. It's bad. Okay, this is interesting, though.
All right, TikTok fam. So I'm going to break my silence on this. Okay. Let's talk a little Sebastian Rogers. A few days ago, I believe it was on the 7th, our friend Matt Thibodeau here on TikTok.
Oh, before I move on to that, hold on. Hank's bugging over here. Let me show you Lolly's post. For those asking, here is the guy with the watch. Look who she is using stuff from. Janine Chrissy again. Attention, Chris and Katie Proudfoot. Do you know what time it is? Bet you never thought you'd see this face again. Again, Lolly is using Janine Chrissy is from the fucking nut job from Sebastian, Florida as a source. Shocking, huh? Not. Okay, back to the Smiley repost.
Did a video and he had a comment or a message that came from At Night. And he posted it and he shared it. I know a lot of you've seen it. I seen it. I commented. Basically, At Night Intelligence is trying to say now that they don't believe that Chris or Katie had anything to do with Sebastian's disappearance. And that there's no signs that Sebastian was unalived. but now they believe there's signs of a kidnapping. Well, let's see. We all kind of knew there were signs of a possible kidnapping, but the way the mom and stepdad were acting the whole entire case, even up till now, didn't look good, right? And let's think about it. At Night totally devoured Chris and Katie Proudfoot for months on end over on X. I mean, every single day, just about every 5 minutes, there was a post directed at them. Let's not forget the billboards they put up pointing towards Chris Proudfoot. So why this sudden change? Why? I didn't see them come out and do a public apology to Chris and Katie Proudfoot, but now all of a sudden, they don't believe they're involved. A lot of things are contradictory when it comes to At Night and the way they're investigating this and, you know, what we know. A lot of things are just walking contradiction, right? If he was kidnapped by traffickers, I know a lot of you always ask me this question, why would a flashlight have gone back towards the house?
We also have no confirmation that At Night ever actually put billboards up. They were threatening and saying they were, but we have no confirmation. You guys believed that, though. I found this interesting that Smiley was posting this, though.
No, we still don't have confirmation that this flashlight video was...
Because she's all in Green Team.
Even pertaining to Sebastian, but, you know, we hear law enforcement say it wasn't. We hear a lot of folks saying it was. At Night even believed at one point it was, and so did Jen Coffendoffer. And then all of a sudden, everyone started to change their tune. They've even gone on to say that Chris and Katie Proudfoot took a polygraph test and passed. How do they know? How did they get their hands on that information if law enforcement isn't speaking to any of them?
Seth's own mother came out and said that she spoke to the TBI, and they stated that.
Including
Seth confirmed also.
Seth Rogers. I'm just as confused as the rest of you are. I don't know if this is a stunt, a publicity stunt to get people talking again about the story, or if they really have.
This is Cognizance in Crime. She is a TikToker that has a YouTube channel. She was all in Green Team for quite some time.
Something, you know, that proves what they're saying is true. But let's not forget,
she also does readings and has special abilities, you know, one of those.
At Night has had multiple theories. Multiple. At one point in the beginning, they thought Sebastian ran away. Then all of a sudden, they thought Chris and Katie Proudfoot did something to him. Now, human traffickers. Have any of their stories really panned out? I did notice Mob Crew has done 2 recent videos on Sebastian Rogers' case in the last few days. You guys should go check them out if you haven't. But Chris from Mob Crew made a great point. Sebastian disappeared in a sea of surveillance. Do you know what that means? That means the whole entire area around his house was covered in surveillance. Lots of cameras, motion sensors.
And we've already heard that the PIs that worked on behalf of Seth in the beginning of this case said that under darkness, there is possibilities of somebody getting out of the neighborhood without being spotted on surveillance camera. So redundant, ridiculous.
All kinds of stuff. They should have been able to pick up
Mob Crew.
Someone kidnapping this child from his home.
Again, could somebody have lured him out? Yes.
But it didn't.
Bullshit.
The only thing we have is that flashlight video. At least what we believe to be the flashlight video. Kind of crazy, right? Kind of crazy. My question, my comment on Matt's video was this. All of this is so contradictory, you know, we've heard it. All the parents have said none of them have been cleared in this case, right? So At Night, if they really had something solid that law enforcement had told them about Sebastian being human trafficked or kidnapped, wouldn't that automatically clear the Proudfoots and Seth Rogers? I mean, Seth Rogers has a rock solid alibi and they still haven't cleared him. I don't know.
But does he? We don't know that.
None of this makes sense to me, guys. None of it. I honestly don't know what to believe of all of this. I know there's a lot of chatter going on about the case lately, and a lot of it I can't make a determination whether it's real or not. I really can't. I'm stuck. I want to see proof. That's the one thing all of these creators,
maybe you should have stopped believing all their bullshit all along.
And At Night are not showing proof. When they start showing some proof of this stuff, then maybe I'll believe it. But as of right now, there's no way I'm willing to take Chris and Katie Proudfoot off of the list. Even if they hired someone to come and kidnap Sebastian and they honestly don't know where he is. they still could have been a part of it.
Oh, you thought that she was going to get on board with realizing that all of these people have been lying all along? Oh, no. Nope. Chris and Katie are still, because that night saying they're not. Now, they're still on the list, though. And you wonder why Smiley reposted this. Oh, they're still on their list. You're psychic. Why didn't you fucking find them already?
There's no way I'm taking them off the list. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers still missing from Hendersonville, Sumner County, Tennessee. $50,000 reward being offered for the information of his whereabouts and or what may have happened to him. And that comes from the FBI.
I'll give her credit that she at least uses the FBI flyer.
And I'm sticking to that.
Okay.
I think it's great. At Night is, trying to keep his story out there, but let's not build up false hope without some proof here. We need some evidence. We need some proof. Show us something. Otherwise, I can't get on board with it. I just can't. All those months, they were dogging Chris and Katie. All those months. And this isn't to stick up for Chris and Katie. Don't get me wrong. I definitely...
Well, don't worry. When At Night came out and said that they haven't believed that any of the families involved since October, Seth had to come out and make sure that people didn't start believing that. He had to make a whole show the other night. Don't worry.
I'm not going to do that. But it's like all those months you dogged the hell out of them. And now all of a sudden you don't believe they had anything to do with it, but yet have not come out and done a public apology to them. This is like mind games, don't y'all think? I feel like my mind's being played with here. Anyway.
Speaking of mind games, we're about to go into one.
Let me know your thoughts. Please share Sebastian's flyer.
I think you're all ridiculous. And I think what BJ pulled last night of comparing Katie Proudfoot to Lori Vallow is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. That woman has been charged with the murder of her children, 2 children, plus significant others. And Katie has not been charged with a single crime. But before we discuss anything else, we're going to go into BJ for a quick minute. Well, a little longer than a minute. But we've been talking about this legal fund that she's asking for money for. I want to talk about this right here. This was her live stream from her backup channel yesterday. If you want to see her true crime live, Jay for Justice, Every Day with Jay on her backup channel, reviewed that stream where she compares Katie and Lori Vallow. Here you go. This is from the backup. And hold on to your seats. I got some fun stuff to put in here.
Trolls already. Go figure. You get so old. Oh, it gets so old. I'm going to try hard to stay up with y'all tonight. Hi, Ashley. Hey, Opal.
And for anybody wondering, I will be continuing to put her into the layouts because she is all green team and starting the fuck shit once again. So on top of the bullshit she's pulling with this legal fund, she is also now right back to comparing Katie Proudfoot to Lori Vallow and doing all the stupidity that she was doing in the beginning. And the reason why she started to get reviewed. The green team, all of the players are amping right back up.
Hello, Angela. Angela Lester. Good to see you. So, Angela, is that your account? Is that the original account you're on now, or is that an alt account? Grandma of Minnie, thank you for being a member for 3 months. She says, love you, Brittany, love you. I have a right to be here as any.
Let's bump it forward.
And giving what people want. And no, we're not going to do that. We ain't about that life. We ain't about that at all. That ain't what we do here. Hold on. We keep going, and we have just as much of a right to be here as anybody else does. So that's what we're going to do. Hey, Diana. Hello, Irony Rose. Angela, I know it's a horrible feeling, but it will resolve itself. So I think I'm figuring out what's happening, guys. For those of you that are having issues chatting, like where you're not showing up, it's not that people are blocked for the most part. It doesn't appear that it's people are blocked so much as I believe people are getting like they're restricted from chatting by YouTube. That's what I think is happening. Like YouTube is giving you a certain time of restriction.
Why would YouTube be restricting your chatters? Once again, trying to blame something on YouTube. maybe your chatters are not tech savvy.
I truly believe that's what we're witnessing.
Or you have it on
these
members only and they're not members. What the fuck?
streets. Yeah, we don't ever give them what they want. No. All that does is help them. That's it. That's not what we're doing. Did you guys have a good day today? It is Monday, crazy Monday. Oh, thank you so much. Kitty Catty too. Kitty Catty, are you having to come in under a new account as well? Girl, that's crazy. Thank you so much, Kitty Catty, for becoming a member. Welcome.
Or could it be that you're actually blocking people so they think that they can't chat on those accounts, so they go create another account to get your subs up? Is that what you are doing? Is you're blocking people so they create a second account, so they sub under another account and become a member under another account? Is that what you're doing?
Welcome
That's not for
to
me.
the gummy. Welcome to the gummy team. Let me see. Give me just a minute.
I've been asking, why is their sub count still going up?
All right. Welcome to the gummy squad. What an awesome surprise. Irony Rose says, we thought that it was YouTube with me too, but you finally found me every time. I've been blocked, but I don't know if it's happening a lot. Well, there was a couple times where I didn't find you though. So I don't know. I have no idea. Christine says, I'm a member to your other show. Is it okay? I can still hang out here? Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah, you don't have to be a member. No one is being blocked by YouTube, guys. Courage and Harmony, are you saying that I'm lying, that people are being blocked here?
Yeah, people are being blocked.
Either it's
You're
a glitch,
lying.
people are being timed, like people are having some type of restriction put on them. I've been told that people in my chat are being reported. And I'm telling you, I have no reason to lie. I absolutely can show proof that a lot of the times people are not blocked. Angela Luster was never blocked. I never could find her in my block list. I went to Angela's account and I saw she was not blocked. I know. Kitty Catty, I'm going to have to go look. I didn't see that you were blocked. Hold on 1 minute. It's absolutely amazing to me how people will come in here and just intentionally.
She's the only one I've ever seen with these massive YouTube glitches like she claims.
Like refute what I'm saying. Just because they don't like me. They're like, oh, yep, she's wrong. She's lying, guys. Don't listen to her. Like, that's so crazy. You should change your name, Courage and Harmony.
I'm going to go through and block everybody in here and see if they create a second account and come and sub fucking crazy. That's what I would assume she's doing, though, truly.
Because you're certainly not acting courageous and harmonious at all. Just saying. Hey, Tracy G. I mean, Brittany, that makes sense to me.
All that account said was YouTube's not blocking people.
It does to me, too. I mean, I can't explain what else.
She is.
Irony Rose says that wouldn't surprise me, but I can always go in other chats and it looks like it would stop me from chatting anywhere if it was reports. I wish that I could figure
Rocky, I watched some of it already. I'll finish it when I'm done.
Out what it is, Irony Rose. I really have no clue. That's just a theory. You know what I'm saying? I can't say for certain that that's what YouTube's doing. I don't know. That's just a theory. To me, I think personally, maybe it's a glitch. Maybe it's just a glitch that's happening. I guess I could probably reach out to YouTube.
I won't, Connie. That's a joke.
Maybe see if we can find out that way.
I'm completely joking. I would never go through and block everybody and expect them to create a second account. That would never happen. Sorry. That's a complete joke. Would never do that.
Yeah, TJ. Rolling Mile investigates. Hello, Rolling Mile investigates. Hey, Casey. Casey Chiefs for Life Hybrid sent you a DM on Messenger today on Sarah's case. Oh, is there an update? Girl, let me see. Girl, where'd you send it? On Messenger? How am I missing your Messenger accounts?
Everybody's got to send her information on cases. She can't find them on her own.
See? I'm not the person that hurt you, Lady B. Please give you any of my attention.
We're going to fast forward.
It's a complete and honest waste of time. Stop. A member on this channel, but the other channel, what, like you just want me to go over everything like the case?
No, please do
Let's
not.
keep your chin up. What is Mayor Richard saying that I said that she says? Yeah, it is over.
Now she thinks it's funny that somebody called the mayor. Interesting. But this is the one that's got a legal fund?
So, I don't know. Chaos surrounding the case. And then, like, by the time that I even learned the least little bit of what was going on, it felt like it was so convoluted. But yeah, I mean, now that she's got some nappy hair.
Yeah, please go cover that
bit. Oh, yeah, we got Stephen Stearns. People built the
6 million.
We're going forward.
Guys. 1,660.
Oh, right.
Donation. 16.
There you go.
I'm grateful for all of you. And the fact that we already have $1,660 $1,660 in donations. I want to say to you guys, thank you so much. Thank you. And just a girl who loves frogs, you reminded me of that. We do have a little over $1,600 now. I wanted to let you guys know too that I am not asking for $10,000 a month. Okay. I'm not even asking.
Then why haven't you fixed it yet? Why have you not fixed it yet?
Asking for the, I don't.
It actually defaults. I went in and played with it. It defaults to a one-time fee. You have to set it as monthly. And all you have to do is Google how to change it. I did it while I was on stream the other day and found out exactly how to do it. Why haven't you changed it?
Expect to feel that.
Not only do you expect them to pay for your legal fund, but you also expect them to currently pay all of your bills and keep your career afloat at the same time while asking for $10K.
You know, I'm just trying to get as much of it as we possibly can for help. And I just want to say thank you, everybody who has contributed and helped so far. I'm seeing every single one of your messages. Thank you so much. They are TJ, I know. But it's okay because I have all.
No, she did say that, Chico. She said that about her hair. She did.
The documentation I need, every single thing that my bases are covered. So if they did.
No, she was talking about putting her hair up in a ponytail.
You know, if someone was to approach me and say, you know, like Gibson Go or anybody like that were to say, you know, can you show me proof that this is legitimate? I would have the proof. I have, you know what I mean? I have the evidence that supports what I'm being, you know what I mean? That I'm telling the truth, that everything is 100% genuine and honest. So, remember, every dollar helps. If only donated $5. So, yes, even if it's $5, that's $5 less that I've got to worry about trying to come up with. So, like I said, every bit counts.
You got to come up with. I thought you put it on a credit card. I thought the contract was already signed and it was already a done deal.
Promise you, it's really unfortunate that I can't show anything right now because of how dangerous it is to do that. Considering that we have a lot of people who are trying to hurt me in every way they can. But I promise you, it's all, you know what I mean? Like it would take a fool to try to con people through such a time as this.
Oh, really?
Elaine Castleberry.
It would take a fool to try and con people at a time like this, huh? Okay, carry on.
I have retained an attorney. I've got an attorney to help me navigate through the harassment and the bullying on YouTube. And I have to pay him a flat rate. Thank God that he is as nice as he is. But I mean, people are saying I'm lying because he's a flat rate attorney. Well, I'm sorry.
Okay, remember that. We're going to go back to 2745. Give me 1 second. We're going to go over here. Revival clipped it, so I can just go right here. Let's listen to the stories previously. Okay, so there's that. Then Friday.
What against other people? Like you people have no boundaries. You don't know when to stop. You don't know when to leave well enough alone. Trisha, I don't know what you're gonna do.
Again, this is Friday, so we've gone backwards. If I need to do them one after another, the other way, so you can see the story changes from Friday to today, I can do that. Okay, listen to what she's saying.
I mean, honestly,
just let me know if you want me to play it back the other way.
It's shameful that you are targeting people. Trisha is targeting, like she's screenshotting Ivy League's comments and going over them. Like, what do you think what is your goal? Do you think by doing that, you're going to make Ivy League not help me? I know that's what you're trying to do. It's already done.
You got an echo, Pika. I removed you just for this.
Fine. That's what people, they don't understand.
I'll add you again.
The contract's already signed. The payment's already being processed. Like, it's a done deal regardless. And I mean, at this point,
the contract is already signed. The payment is already processed. Okay, that was Friday.
Point, like, if you start harassing subscribers, they have rights just like any other person. And if they, I wouldn't blame them at all if they went to their local law enforcement or did whatever they needed to do to protect themselves and their families. I mean, I think people just get so caught up in what they're doing on this platform, they don't realize that a lot of the things that they're doing is against the law. You can't harass and stalk people.
Okay, so Friday, it was contract was signed, payment was sent. Saturday,
none of that's true. None of it. Not even an ounce of it. Somebody said payment on a set fee, a payment on a Saturday. My lawyer is never open on the weekends. Well, I'm sorry that you've never heard of making a payment with a credit card over the weekend. Sorry that you don't understand that, but it's absolutely freaking possible. And it's absolutely happened. But it has nothing. Oh my God, these people. Does she not know what day of the week it is? Well, do you not know what day of the week it is?
Okay. And then, so that was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let me.
Yeah. It's crazy, guys. This is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Beyond insanity. What did Kelsey say? Oh, yeah. Hold on a minute. Chaz B has been a member for 3 months. Thank you so much for being a part of the Gummy Squad. You know what? We need a little bit of, I want to thank each and every one of you that support everything we do.
This is why she yanked that Friday.
Not just the fundraiser, but everything. Thank you to everybody who has donated. Like I said, I was gonna do it. What was that? Was it yesterday morning? I was gonna do it, I think.
Timestamp 54 is where we're in at 5405. Here you go.
To everybody who has donated, like I said. I was gonna do it. What was that? Was it yesterday morning? I was gonna do it, I think. I was gonna make the payment. I'm gonna make the payment in the morning. We was working on trying to get it all together. So to each and every single one of you, you guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, we are at 1,330.
Okay, let's add in Mondays. Pika, I'll add you in just 1 second.
You know what I mean? Like, it would take a fool to try to con people through such a time as this. Elaine Castleberry, I have retained an attorney. I've got an attorney to help me navigate through the harassment and the bullying on YouTube. And I have to pay him a flat rate.
I have to pay him a flat rate. I thought you put it on a credit card.
Thank God that he is as nice as he is. But I mean, people are saying I'm lying because he's a flat rate attorney. Well, I'm sorry. that you don't understand that, but that's what he is.
So contract was signed. She already paid him. A credit card was paid. Oh. You got a echo, Pika.
Fuck me.
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay, I give up.
Shit. Oh, yep, it's still there. Damn it. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, Pika. Some days it echoes for her and others it doesn't. Okay, so what's the story? So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it changed. And now again, she's back to she's got to make a payment. So what is it? She was going to pay him by 10 o'clock Saturday morning. Then she fucked up and said that she had already paid him. Then a credit card came into the play. Like, what is it?
So,
sorry,
I
Pika.
don't, Christine, who are you saying are bad people in here? Who are the bad people?
You want to know what's really ironic, though? Let me go over here for a second. Hold on to your horses for a minute, okay? Let's go back to October 18th, 2024, the date of the filing. Let's listen to this for a minute.
Called when Creed came out. Oh my God, it drove me crazy. Good night, Connie.
Pay attention. October 18th.
Guys,
October 18th, 2024.
I will have to get. Can one of them do we have the link to the filing? I don't know that I have a link. Exactly, Brittany. Let them do what they are going to do because nothing you say is going to stop them. Go on with your night, and I am proud of you. Thank you, Harley Ryder. How are you? Brittany, you should see the post SF Investigates did. Oh my God, they think it's a joke. I saw it where he's sitting there telling everybody that it's not nothing, like, don't even take it seriously. Good Lord. With arms wide open. That's how they say it too. Wide open. With arms wide open. Hey, Amanda Elizabeth. What's going on, Aussie True Crime? How are you? So did Michelle testify today? Did I get that right? Yeah, you can get the doc. The doc is accessible. Hey, Thomas Randall. Hey, Britt, the hole is dug and they are still jumping into it. People can be so stupid. You guys, I'm telling y'all, I had an attorney look at all this information, and a lot more has been added ever since. But I had an attorney. It was actually a subscriber of mine, and I'll never give her name out. She deserves her to be anonymous. I can't say that word, but y'all know what I'm saying. She deserves to be anonymous. But anyway, she looked at my stuff, and even she was like, "Holy crap!" She said, "Brittany, I came here prepared to tell you that there was nothing that we was going to be able to do because I thought it was just simple internet drama." I showed her 2 live streams. You know what? I don't even know if it was 2. It might have been a couple of clips. I gave her the link. I think it was two streams. And it's okay if I share this, guys. This ain't really nothing.
So October, she had a subscriber that is supposedly an attorney that she had look over all of this stuff before even joining with that night. I want you to think of all of this right quick and put all of this into play.
That needs to be on the hush hush. I gave her, I want to say it was the link to 2 live streams. And she calls me back after she watches these streams. And she was dumbfounded. She was dumbfounded. She said, "Brittany, oh my goodness. Honey," she said, this was what she said, you guys. She said, "Honey, she she managed to defame you in so many ways just in that one stream. She said she called you a homophobe, transphobe, animal abuser, and she accused you of abusing your children. Things that would get you, you know, that absolutely put you and your family's lives at risk.
This was all an attorney. That's a sub. Oh, shit. You still got it, Pika. Oh, yep. It's still there.
Okay.
I'll mute.
You say. Yeah.
Go ahead, Pika. My question is this attorney, Ivy League flight nurse, who's been pumping her up, was it Ivy League that put this flat fee attorney on retainer for her? Now I don't know where Pika's at. I'm just going to remove her until she tries to come back. That damn thing.
And she said her anger and hatred concerns me greatly.
Oh, I'm sure she.
And you absolutely have a case. That come from a practicing licensed attorney.
Oh.
So, oh, well, that was before she said that I was on that flickery. But anyway, Tugs on the Heartstrings said, can you read Teresa M's post? Thank you for the super chat, Tugs on Heartstrings.
So back in October, not only on October 18th had she joined a frivolous injunction, but she came out arrogantly and stated that she had a subscriber who is a practicing licensed attorney go through all of this stuff and say that she has this case. You know, she was talking about Granny, but this attorney had been a sub of hers for a long time, went over a couple videos and said, oh, of course. And now her ever-changing fucking stories about the flat fee attorney, when he's paid, all of that stuff. I've got questions. You don't owe me receipts of anything because I sure as fuck won't donate a dime to you. But I find it really intriguing that the story continues to change over and over again. And you had a practicing licensed attorney, a female at the time, in October, before October, look over all this stuff. And she gave you such good sound advice, legal advice, according to you. But you waited until a child was missing and you could use that missing child to do this legal bullshit. And then you lost that case and here we go again. I don't believe a fucking single thing you say at all. Not one bit.
Don't play with the RICO law. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, Tugs on Heart. Brit, she's violent. She needs to be stopped. I just
find it really funny that she's been talking about these attorneys for so long, but can't even tell you when she paid this one. Can't fix it from a total amount wanted to a monthly amount wanted. Expects her subs to pay for her monthly bills, the monthly income she needs to make on top of $10,000. Obviously had a sub or somebody in her family put it on a credit card, and now she is raising funds, in my opinion, to pay said person back, if it's even been paid for, which we have no indication of. Again, you don't owe me receipts, but I'm going to use your words to come back and trust and believe. I found a lot more of them.
Miss Brittany,
this is back to
when we don't lie, we don't have to worry about what they do, they say or do. We got this. Exactly. 100%. That's why I was trying to tell you, like, I'm not concerned about anything regarding the fundraiser because everything I have is 100% legitimate and 100% I have documentation to back up everything that I tell you guys. And
just like she had physical evidence and proof of all of the allegations she made before, when there wasn't one single thing that was submitted of any sort of proof.
And if push comes to shove, I can prove that to you, and I can prove that to, you know, people at YouTube, people at Give Send Go, whoever. I mean, I have all my attorney's documentation. I have my conversations. I have documented conversations with the attorney.
Just like you had all of these conversations with Lesniak and come to find out he wasn't even an attorney or returning your calls at the time. Just like you thought Castor was representing you when meanwhile he wasn't even representing you. Go on, please.
That I can prove.
Please.
I have
talking.
invoices. I have it all. I have everything. So to the people that keep saying that this is a scam, well, you're fraudulently report.
Pointer lover, I have said that all along. I think that's what's next is he promised me he could handle all this, and this.
Me as a scam when you're reporting me as being a scammer with no evidence to support that whatsoever. And I've specifically have told everybody, and I've said it, and I've
Love Louie, don't the story sound awfully familiar?
Documented this. I'm not asking for $10,000 a month. It says that on the Give Send Go because I can't figure out how to change it to, you know.
A simple Google search would have provided that for her. Again, I detailed every little detail of how to switch it the other day. It would take her 5 seconds.
Oh, that's my goal. It's my whole goal. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Britt, don't lie. Like, I'll shut up. We all know who lies. Yeah, I'm not going to. I have no reason to. I will say the hypocrisy is astounding. No, it's okay, Elaine. So for those of you that, if anybody does want to help, my link is in the description of this video. If you look in the description, my Give Send Go link is in the description. It's also in on my community post too. So it's in the description of this video and on my community post. So if anybody wants to contribute, it's greatly appreciated. And also, thank you all for being here. If you don't mind, take a second, click that thumbs up. There's 431 people here. If anybody wants to become a member, it's greatly appreciated. That helps out too.
That helps keep her monthly bills paid because she relies on people to do that on top of pay for this attorney.
Or if you want to support the goal, we have the goal in chat.
Yo, BHB Jr., slow down. You're ahead of yourself. I can't listen to any more of her today either. But I want to point out something really quick. This is courtesy of Demon Chihuahua because Demon Chihuahua went back and found this by watching old streams that I had reviewed. This is interesting. Okay. This is from the 4th of July.
Celebrity type person, and he's a horrible individual, and he's been banned.
So Jay is talking about Owen Benjamin
from all social media platforms, and his little icons were bears and gummy bears, and they called them.
By the way, we're just going to keep compiling Sunday or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the stories that are ever changing about if the attorney needs to be paid this flat fee or if the attorney has been paid. It keeps going back and forth. You know, if you paid this attorney or if this attorney was what you were claiming it to be, you wouldn't be changing your story every day.
Themselves. Yeah. Owen Benjamin.
Oh my God. Okay. They're digging the gummy bear. Okay. Where's popcorn? Like, so because
popcorn?
Owen Benjamin had bears for his logo, I automatically am naming my channel from Owen Benjamin. Have y'all ever heard me say anything about Benjamin? Put a 1 in chat if you know where the gummy bear thing come from for my channel.
How many of you have heard her talk about Owen Benjamin? Let's take it back. Well, I'll be darned. Isn't it the first stream of hers I ever reviewed? Shocking, huh?
He was joining us that night, had made a comment about American Indians. And instead of me stopping, well, I probably should have just stopped what we were talking about and said that was not okay. I kind of just, continued on, uncomfortably laughed.
Uncomfortably laughed. She uncomfortably laughed. Check that for a moment.
To understand the whole context behind that whole conversation, if most of you that were
listen up,
here know, we were talking about several things at that moment. You know, we were calling, if you guys remember, we were talking about Toe Rogan. I had mentioned how Owen Benjamin had referred to Joe Rogan as Toe Rogan.
Oh, wait, what? What did you say here? Hold on.
Oh my God. Okay, they're digging. The gummy bear. Okay, where's popcorn? Like, so because Owen Benjamin had bears for his logo, I automatically am naming my channel from Owen Benjamin. Have y'all ever heard me say anything about Benjamin? To understand the whole context behind that whole conversation, if most of you that were here know, we were talking about several things at that moment. You know, we were calling, if you guys remember, we were talking about Toe Rogan. I had mentioned how Owen Benjamin had referred to Joe Rogan as Toe Rogan. The term bloated toe to me was just hilarious at the time.
So it wasn't uncomfortable laughter. You were laughing about other things too. Okay.
Wasn't necessarily that I wasn't thinking of.
Oh, well, shit. I guess that's just another one of their oopsies. Forgot she had said something about Owen Benjamin before. Thought what he said about a bloated toe was hysterical. Sorry, Hank's talking. Give me a second. Stop. Yeah, just another. Demon actually found that. Demon Chihuahua came across that by reviewing old streams of mine. And I was like, nice point out. I've had heard her mention it, but I couldn't remember when. And it was the very first live stream I ever reviewed of hers that she talks about Owen Benjamin calling Joe Rogan Toe Rogan and how hysterical, you know, she thought all that stuff was. And then the other day, have you ever heard me mention Benjamin? Well, yeah, actually we have. And there's the proof of it. So, in true Britney fashion, you know, just the ever revolving story of lies. Where we will end up, I have no idea. But with that, you guys, I am out of here for the day because I'm going to go spend the evening with my girls. They have their first full day tomorrow. So they had a really good day at orientation. Butt rescue, which part? The nonstop lies? Note to self, that was me on screen. This is me with my hair down. This is just me. This is me with my hair down and sitting in my office. That's just me. That's me. I just am sitting outside with my hair in a ponytail, so my hair is not curled today. It's too hot to be curling my hair. But that would be me right there. That's me. That's me. Just me. All of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, Feisty Nana, isn't it funny? Isn't it quite funny to see how all of these people, the green team's up to shenanigans. There's so much that we need to cover and review, and another one of these like mixture streams of all of them doing a lot. Lolly's out here acting a fool. You know, there's only 3 possibilities, and then posting stuff about this fucking Janine Chrissy shit from her. I mean, Betty's acting a complete fool. Seth's out here doing the most to get him going again. It's just crazy to me. And it's truly, hey, Pink Burst, I hope you're doing good. Hey, y'all, Nana, it's not drunk. I don't have words for this. Like, it is just bullshit. But we'll just continue to document, like, her change in story with the legal fund. Again, she don't have to show me receipts of anything. She owes that to the people that she is asking for the money from. So, oh, you were kidding? Okay. I was like, wait, that's me. You're welcome. Beware marching band. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. We're going to go get ice cream, I think. That's what we are going to do once they're done. They're giggling over here, so they're watching something now. Oh, Revival. Yeah. I should just do a stream talking about how they portrayed her. Maybe we'll just do that. Because I think it's great how they portrayed Betty in that being the train wreck she is. truly. I hope more documentaries start pointing out the people on social media that do the harm in the cases that they do. They didn't show her in a good light at all. That's why she's not talking about it, I'm sure. Am I dumbfounded or flabbergasted? Probably none of the above with this group of people, truly. So I will see you guys all. Actually, who's live? Anybody live? Let me go see. Who is live? So I can shoot you over there. If you have suggestions in the comments, let me know. Again, huge recommendation. Please go watch Duchess's video from last night. It was exceptional. Very well done. I really enjoy that coverage. Is Clue live? Is she live? Let me look. Yep, she's live. Okay, let me redirect you guys over there. Let me redirect you guys. And a few of you have reached out to me and asked me for my playlist. I have no problem sending it to people. It's basically being compiled in case people do get thrown into some frivolous lawsuit. I think I've got 230 some videos on my playlist right now, and I'm continuing to add to them. So I have no problem sharing that. I just can't make it public. Yeah, there's reasons for it. But I will continue to add. I've got to go through screen recordings and make sure things are, if there's any drop downs or things like that, I can get them out of there. So I will try to work on that. I've just got a lot going on, so who knows when that will be done. But okay, there you go. You should be redirected to clues at the end of this. If you have any questions, my car is a Hyundai Sonata. It's just a Hyundai Sonata 1.6 turbo. I was showing him this morning, Sunday. Helen came in and she's like, I want to see your car. I was talking to him for a few minutes and then it paused, like it froze on my car. Oh, Terry, I saw your comment too. You're from Montana, like, and you think that's dirty? In Arizona, we don't get like rain or anything very often, but then we'll get this like weird sprinkle and the dirt just like sucks to that car. It's so weird because before it wouldn't have bothered me, but now because this has got this like iridescent sparkle in it, it drives me nuts when it gets all those spots on it. But yeah, and this is the first car, I'll admit, that I've been super anal. Like I don't smoke in my car. I don't let anybody eat in there. Like I'm being a weirdo about it. It's just a thing. It's a bigger, I think it's because it's I have to pay for it. Like it's a bigger, I mean, I've paid for all my cars before, but I'm still taking pride in it, I guess I should say. So I got it for $21 a month. I can go through the car wash 3 times a day, every day for a month. So we have a car wash package for all of our vehicles. Kyle is anal about vehicles. Let me tell you, that guy, and he's taught his daughter well. Kenzie is like, she'll take it through the car wash anytime she borrows it. So, and she doesn't complain on filling it up with gas either because it only takes like $50 in gas instead of like $112 for my Yukon. So, all right, you guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. You're going to be bounced over to Clue. I will see you guys soon. Bye.